All right now, for all you cool cats, all you arrow twirlers with an eye on the X, we have a special evening for you. Guided by Wilderness Archery's own John Scar and Elliot Peters, it's Archery After Hours, where the bow rests and the night continues.
Ahoy, everyone, and welcome to Archery After Hours. We are coming to you not live, but live from deep within the bowels of the Wilderness Archery Communications Compound. Tonight we're joined.
Oh shit!
Tonight we're joined by none other than probably the best shooter right now. That's flinging sticks, Bodie Turner. We really look forward to getting into it with you, Bodie. So, I mean, it kind of goes without saying that most people know you and what you're doing nowadays. Yeah. But just give us a brief background, man, for those who have been living under a stone for the last 10 years.
Yeah, came onto the professional scene in 2022. First professional tournament was Vegas. Turned 15 the day before I won that. So I won my first professional one. And then went on to win field nationals that year. Shot a 660, and just kind of kept going through there. Now I've won a couple big shoots, Vegas a couple times. I've won Reading field nationals a couple times. Haven't won indoor nationals yet. Working on that one. Lancaster, stuff like that. So getting there. I got a couple. I still got to work on those, but yeah,
just a couple
good
biggies.
Couple years. Yeah.
Steaming ahead.
Awesome. And you're what, 18 now?
Yep, 18.
Jesus.
Cool, man. I got a question that I just want to get out of the way.
What do you got?
If you could be doing anything at the level you are as an archer, but anything else, what would it be?
I don't know. I mean, archery, it's a big thing, but it's not something that like overpowers you in your life. Like I wouldn't want to get to the point where I can't like go to the store normally. Like that would be terrible. I mean, sure. Archery's like, I'm well known in the archery community, and I mean, I'm plenty good with that, but that's not like disrupting my normal day-to-day life, which is nice. I mean, like it'd be cool to be like amazing at other huge sports, but I mean,
do you golf
archery,
or anything?
Yeah, I mean, like you get so good at that. I mean, you can't go anywhere. I mean, it disrupts your normal life. To where, I mean, yeah, you'd make amazing amounts of money, but
sure.
I mean, you still can't live just like a normal life. Archery, I mean, you can be really good at it, well known, like I'm well known in it, but it's not disrupting my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. That's a real good point.
Yeah, it's not something you really think about typically when it comes to like, oh, if I could be anything else, what would it be? Like Maddie told us he would be an F1 like pit crew or like a driver or something.
Yeah. I mean, like that'd be
pit crew.
Like that'd be awesome. But I mean, you just like, I feel like I get talked to and stopped so much at tournaments. I mean, it'd be 10 times worse if I like was doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's cool to be well known in that, but I mean, I can still just live my normal life.
You're probably like perfect, right? It's probably,
I mean, like it's
just
good.
A good balance.
Like I get to talk to people. I get to like help people and do everything like that. But I get to do it on a smaller scale in a more concentrated community, which I enjoy.
Yeah. Now, is this, I know you talked in past about like waiting on college or whatever, like you're going full tilt, like archery is your job.
Yeah, I'm just doing archery.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Archery and teaching for like archery teaching wise.
Yeah. Through Shot IQ, right?
Yeah. And then, I mean, I do other small stuff. I'd love to start possibly doing some seminars and working with people and stuff like that. Like I just came out with the online course, and I'm kind of trying to, in the future, I'd like to launch that towards something else. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoy helping people for that.
So while we're here, what is that whole what is your new program, or whatever?
Yeah, so I made a online course for indoor, pretty much.
Okay.
Like it's all of my. I mean, I only got a couple years of experience on it, but I think I got it pretty fine tuned at this point.
You're doing fine.
um,
I'd listen.
yeah, I mean, it's everything that I've learned and taught myself over the years that I've proven on the highest stages,
Yeah.
whether that be in practice or shooting Vegas. I mean, I've proved it all, and I've tested everything. I've shot multiple different styles of shooting a bow, like
Yep.
form wise in that, and I've found now what works better for me. So, I mean, so I shoot a 300 round in the course, and every two ends is a different module. Every end will go over a big portion of something that I've learned or what I do. And then after we go through that, it's around an hour and a half to 2 hours of the 300 round. So I film a 300 round, shoot that. My dad's talking to me the whole time, and I work it through how I shoot my scoring rounds at Vegas, stuff like that, how I break down rounds. Because every shot can't be the same because every shot doesn't have the same amount of nerves. So it explains how I break stuff down, how I work through it. And then we go into a bow build of how I build bows to kind of across the board. I mean, I've built all my bows, whether that be Hoyts or Matthews or PSEs. I've kind of always built them the same.
Uh-huh.
And I've kind of found what's always worked through there.
How did you come to that so quickly? Like I can understand like Paige shooting since she was in diapers and really being hands on for a whole shit ton of it, but you've gotten to a really fine point to where I don't think could be really any more dialed, and you got there really freaking fast. How did
Yeah,
that happen?
I mean, I got into it like I shot my first 300 at 11. So, I mean, like, really, I've been working at that level since I was 11.
Okay.
I mean, I've been fine tuning setups since I was 11 and learning setups since
Okay.
then.
So you have been
So,
as hands on, really.
yeah, I mean, like, every year I just got a little bit better at what I did. I mean, so really, I've had 7, almost 8 years of experience into it, which isn't a lot in the scheme of things. But,
But you're there,
I mean,
so who
that's a
cares?
lot of time to get to work on stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then, like, every one of those years, I've had different levels. I mean, once I hit 15 for the pretty much the last 4 years, I've been able to test that at the highest stage at every tournament that I've gone to. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of time to get to test equipment and techniques and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Aside from like maybe the tuning aspect or something, but how's it? What's different about this versus like your dad's course that he's out for a few years?
Yeah, so his course is all the mental side of it, getting through target panic, learning how to shoot under high stress, and on the mental side of it. Mine is the technical side of it.
Okay.
It's how to use the information that you get in the shot IQ classes for part of it. Like I teach how I mentally work through rounds and things like that. But then I also do a deep dive into the more technical side of setup and how I move my stabilizers and weights and how I do let off and everything like that, or timing. And I go into a deep dive on all that as well.
Gotcha.
Because like the shot IQ course teaches the mental steps to get there. And then in my portion of it, I teach how to do it in indoors, how to use it in indoors.
Okay.
And then I do all the technical with the tuning and shooting and everything like that as well.
Okay. Boy, I need
Keeps it
some
all
help with
geared.
that shit. I mean, watching you and Maddie and stuff, you've seen that video with that Maddie filmed, right? Where it's like looking through his scope and watching how
Yeah.
still it is. Is yours about that, like rock steady, or are you a little more free floating?
It's pretty close. I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
I mean, like on my good holding days, I would say it's about that. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you contribute to that? Like getting a bow to hold that freaking solid?
I mean, a lot of it can be genetic. I mean, we're all born with a certain amount of stillness that we can have.
Genetics?
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Damn
there's
it.
also a lot more that goes into that. I mean, like, that can just get you to a point, and then
Yeah.
you can learn how to use that and fine tune a bow to you, because everybody's muscles are different. Everybody's stabilizers are going to be different.
Are you still running
So,
like typically a lighter setup than most?
no, not really. I mean,
Oh,
right now I'm running 16 on the back and 12 in the front. Outdoors, I'm
okay.
running like 14 in the front, 20 in the back.
Gotcha.
I can't get bows to shoot as well light, quite like I
Okay.
used to. That kind of started at the PSE, and I just kind of started to put more weight on and start to play with it more. I also got stronger then.
Sure.
So that's kind of what I think that's part of it, is I just started to get stronger, and I kind of had to put more weight on to deal with that.
I've always figured that would be a linear thing. As you got stronger, you'd have to add weight to keep the resistance feeling the same, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
In your program, it's called Bodie's Way, right? Am I?
It's Bodie's Indoor Secrets, I think.
Oh, okay. So in your program, are you like given, just a question for myself, are you given feedback in the sense of like, hey, if you're seeing this, you might want to, if I see this in my bow setup, I'm going to address it this way, like whether that be stabilizer weight, draw length, things like that?
Yep.
Do you tinker with your draw length a lot?
A lot, yeah. So
Really?
one thing I've been struggling with a ton lately is, I don't know if I'm growing or my shoulders are getting wider, but the last couple tournaments I've been fighting draw length like crazy. Like I put 3 different D loops on, and I was messing with tiller during Lancaster.
Really?
Like I was doing a lot, and then same thing at Rushmore Rumble. I was tinkering and moving stuff constantly, just trying to get my draw length to fit again, because I keep getting the bow like perfect, like aiming really, really good, shooting awesome. And then I'll get to a tournament and start shooting it. And then I'll shoot a good practice day, and then competition day, I'm like, oh, this feels like short. And then it's where my side picture is kind of erratic. And I'm always just trying to tinker that. I'm hoping that stops soon, because it's kind of getting annoying. But
yeah,
because I don't think I'm getting any taller, my shoulders are just getting wider. So yeah.
Been hitting the gym?
No, not really.
You said you changed it 3 times. What increments are we talking? Are we talking 16ths of an inch
Yeah,
or 8ths?
16ths pretty much.
Really?
16ths to 8ths, yeah.
Okay. So not huge, but definitely
No,
noticeable.
but enough to notice, yeah.
Sure. Interesting.
I need to start playing with D-loop length then, because I was doing it off of my grip, and I've run out of, without spending a vast
Don't you
amount
have
of
those,
money.
what's that? What's that hinge with the...
Yeah.
The
Oh,
execution?
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's Perkins.
Yeah, Perkins is
Chris
whatever
Perkins
that is.
release, yeah.
Something. You're
yeah.
close.
No, I don't have that. I got rid of those
You
a
used
long
to. You
time
had a
ago.
bunch of them.
Yeah, I did. I got rid of them. They're too small for my hand.
Now what are you
so.
shooting? Let me guess. A Stan SX3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear something fancy clicking over there, bud. You have anything you want to share?
Nope. I have an old shoot off that I just grabbed out of a bag that was on my desk. But that was about it.
Oh man, yeah. I've been tinkering personally with the grips, trying to get a little bit more refined on the draw length, but it's just too big of a swap, I feel like, for me to actually determine if maybe the grip change is what's affecting what I'm seeing versus just the draw length.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tough to do with grip, because then you're changing your grip pressures and tensions and everything like that, to where that could be.
I don't have enough money to go out and buy 50 of the same grip, like from George. I don't have enough money to go buy a whole bunch of them just to try. But
gotta start sanding them down. Just buy like 5 of the same ones and sand one down like a 16th more every time.
Yeah,
I like those Matthews grips though too. The Bond is just an awesome design, and the fact that it can just clip in there. And George did a great job of redesigning those. Not that he does anything for me, he just makes good quality products. So George's Gizmos, if you guys are looking for custom grips, I really like them.
Yeah, I like the bare riser, no side plates, anything. I just put either skateboard tape or lizard skin on it, and that's about it.
The 2025 was the first time that I ever shot a grip on the bow, but I was getting, the reason why I started doing it was because Mark told me I'd be like, I made a good shot. That was like, at worst tweener at 3, and it's like out at 3. And he's like, I bet you got a bigger hand and you're torquing that bow, and so it pops. It might pop it out the side or something like that.
Yeah.
And I tried a few grips, and I ended up landing on the Contour for most of last year.
That's how it was really good.
It's a good grip. I like it.
Yeah,
I like the flat back too.
Yeah,
it's just wide enough to where it's not uncomfortable. Like the Be Real ones are kind of a little bit uncomfortable for me on the size, but it's just wide enough to give you a little bit more control in there. It's at least is my experience. But
Yeah.
You mentioned tiller. Do you mess with that a whole lot?
I didn't till this year.
Yeah, you finding that
I
it does something to your aim?
I mean, it can, but a lot of it for me is I feel it's more of like I'm fine tuning my draw weight and holding weight.
Oh,
Especially on the titles. I mean, you take a quarter turn off a title, it's probably like a pound.
oh, really?
So, I mean, you do it here and there. I mean, you're just kind of, I mean, definitely it is fine tuning your aim with up and down on your D loop.
height?
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that can change. It can change your timing and change your D loop and change.
You'd rather run it straight up if you can?
No, I like timing a hair behind on top.
Okay.
Give myself a little bit more sponge to kind of pull the bow up almost.
Sure.
so the bottom hitting first or top hitting
Bottom
first?
hitting first, yeah.
And you feel that brings you upwards and not pulls you down.
Yeah. At least on the
God
title. On the title,
damn it, I need to
it
try
aims
that.
pretty good even, but I definitely find that it aims the best when it's just behind on top.
I feel like on the title, I can tell in my hold when the timing goes out because now all of a sudden my pin just wants to go like this.
Yeah, I mean, it depends which way it goes.
Yeah, it just
Like,
wants to jump
I mean,
on me.
I can run it like a quarter inch out on top and it still aims great for me. But
Yeah, everyone's a little different.
yeah, yeah.
And you're only running, what, like 10, 12 ounces? Jesus.
On the front, yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
you just
that's
run like
nothing.
5 or something?
First year I went Vegas, I had 4 on the front.
Shit.
Damn, that's light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it worked.
My bars come with 3/4 of that built in on the tip.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, so when you're working your shot, is there do you have like what's your like go-to mantra if you have one? Like, do you have
I
something
just
that you're
use
saying?
Squeeze, yep.
So that's
So
how you're
is that
breaking
how
your
you're
shot
firing
off?
it? You're just squeezing a little bit? You're not pulling
Yeah, I mean,
through more?
I mean, I shoot my release triggers like you would a rifle trigger. If I'm just squeezing my thumb, I don't move anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm running I'm gonna order a trigger gauge to see how heavy my thumb button is because I'm really curious about it.
Would you say it's hot or is it
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
cold? Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's probably like 8 ounces. Yeah, it's definitely in the ounces for sure, and probably the lower.
How the hell do you squeeze ounces? I can't barely put my thumb on the barrel.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, a lot of people talk about like how much weight you put on initially on it, but it's so tough to keep that consistent. So for me, when I do it, I always want as light as I can possibly go on it because closer to 0, I mean, the only consistent way you can have is 0. So like me barely, like, I mean, I'm putting maybe like half an ounce of pressure when I set into it. And then I just, so drop back an aim kick, put my thumb on it, and then I start my squeeze. But when I put my thumb on it, I mean, it's barely touching it at all. I'm not like wrapping into it by any means.
Gotcha.
And I always run my triggers further out of my finger, just like you would a rifle trigger.
Gotcha. I've always really liked that about the stands. Actually, the safety trainer peg that they put in the bottom of the barrel always seemed to be a really good little ledge to touch on.
Yeah.
I actually hate shooting it without that thing in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. When I shot my Onyx clicker, I would always go. I wouldn't even touch the barrel. I would only go out on the very end of the little peg at the end.
Yeah, it's funny how that is just so comfortable.
I'm gonna have to try that because this year in indoor, I liked to set mine basically like right there, so that I would just set it and then kind of pull the squeeze over. And I'll tell you what, I had a few arrows. One of our buddies got a nice video of it, of me coming into the trigger, and I set it down, and because I came in a little bit too hot, it popped it off, and you can see it in my face. It's like, Jesus, like, it's because I run it pretty hot too, but I hear yours is you look at the thing wrong and it's going off.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like stupid. I mean, people touch it like, oh man, it's so hot, and then they actually like work through it, and they're like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was.
So for soft heads like the rest of us, like I mean, that can be it can work really good, but Like, I know when I've had my shit set really, really hot, there's times where I'm afraid to touch the fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, how do
Yeah.
you work through that? How do you just
I mean, it's just
mentally?
consistency of just the preload is as close to 0 as I can get it. I mean, I set it so light, and also I always aim. My pin is always in the X before I put my finger on the trigger.
Gotcha.
So like I can, if it goes off when I touch it, it's still gonna be at least
Yeah,
an
you're
10
still
on
safe.
the X.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter for me that much.
It's got good trigger discipline.
Yeah, been trained on that for a long time.
Could only imagine.
So
Yeah.
how's the indoor season been going?
It's
Not
been
too shabby
good.
from what I hear.
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, I was really, really excited going into each tournament. Like bow was perfect every single time, and then I get there in my draw length. Like every other day to every 2 days, I've been having to change my draw length. I think it's starting to like around Rushmore Rumble to Lancaster. It was like every couple days I was having to mess with my draw length, and
And
it's
you're just
now to where it's kind of settling back down. But it was kind of getting annoying because like I would get it absolutely perfect, but right before a tournament, aiming good, just shooting awesome. And then I would get to the tournament and I would just really struggle.
you
So
seem
hopefully
to
that's
you
kind of
figured it out.
ending. Yeah, I mean I've gotten to be able to figure it out, but it's still I'm not shooting every tournament like I'm shooting every tournament like 85%
I got you.
of like feel and confidence wise because it's never fine tuned.
Yeah.
Like it was when I was leaving to there.
I think it was the Rumble that I was watching, the shoot offs and all that. And you were like looking off to your side and kind of making some faces. What was that about?
Yeah. I was looking at Greg Poole. Oh yeah,
okay.
we're always joking with each other. Yeah, I don't know. It was I was if I made it to inside outs, I was confident, but I was just fighting to make it to inside outs on that one.
Yeah. I looked at my wife and I was all, you know what he's doing? I was just I knew I was like, he's looking at his damn girlfriend. He's over there he's got the chick in his corner. He's living the best life. He's about to win
Nope.
this damn thing.
Nope.
I thought for sure. And I was like, son of a bitch. I really thought once he got a girlfriend, we'd never see him again and this would all be over. But no.
Nope. Yeah, no,
That's why you gotta.
I was looking at 6'5" Greg Poole, so
Yeah.
little different, but
Yeah.
Not what I was expecting.
no.
Oh,
Jesus
man.
Christ. That's funny.
So actually I was out of the country when you were shooting Lancaster, and so I was a few hours ahead and I didn't get to watch it. And I've been so busy and I literally got back last night, so I haven't had the opportunity to watch it.
Where were you at again? Epstein Island or?
Yeah. I'm making my annual trip. Oh man, no, I went down to Costa Rica, spent some time down there.
That's what I meant.
Went
Close
out there, ripped some lips, you know.
Don't say that right now. You end up on a watch list. Anyway,
I'm talking about fishing.
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Pizzagate.
caught ourselves a nice sailfish and a few mahi and Spanish mackerel and whatnot. But yeah, just a good vacation. Haven't done that in a while, so that was nice. But go ahead and give me a rundown because you came in third final, but you were second qualification, or were you second afterwards?
I ended up like after everything I was third. I came in second seed.
Yeah. And so this, from what I saw, no one shot a 660 this year.
No, it was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a weird year. I mean, I feel like it was either gonna be. I told somebody, I'm like, it's either gonna be 3 or 4, or it's gonna be 0 to 1.
Yeah.
Like it's either gonna be a bunch, or it's just gonna be maybe 1, and it ended up being 0. I mean, I don't know. I was fighting draw length so hard during my qualification round. Once I missed one and had no nerves, it was fine, but it wasn't great. My draw length wasn't great for like my nerves shooting side of it. It was just big swooping motions, and I was just fighting it and having to try and time it, and it just wasn't great. After I missed, it was fine because then I don't have nerves to move it.
Sure.
But yeah, I shot really good after I missed one.
Tends to happen that way, don't it?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's weird shooting qualification round with absolutely no nerves when you're still only one down.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, right.
Was so the way that they do it there is your score, because if I remember correctly, I could be completely wrong. You and Kyle had the same like score after the elimination and qualification rounds, but it was based on like when you went out on X's or something like that.
No, I had Kyle. Me and Jacob Sluzars were tied.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, I think, was 2 or 3 down for the weekend.
Oh,
So
okay.
he came in 3rd seed. So he was guaranteed.
Why was I thinking Kyle was 1st seed?
Mm-mm.
I don't
Kyle
know.
ended up 1st.
Yeah,
But
maybe
yeah,
that's why.
so Kyle came in 3rd or 4th seed, I think. And then I came in 2nd seed, and then Jacob Sluzars was 1st seed. But me and Jacob Sluzars were tied, but he missed his later in the round than I did. I was really hoping they were at least going to let us do it closest to center, because I don't know, I am not a fan of closest center whatsoever. I think it's way worse than inside outs, but nobody complains about that one. Yeah, I don't know.
I love closest to center. That's where I shine. Hey, all I have to do is make one good shot. I don't care how it gets there.
Closest to center is luck. I think inside outs are still skill.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Nobody seems to like inside outs, but I don't really get an opinion because I've won the only 2 they've had. Oh no, but nobody really cares what I say.
Yeah, it's easy for the guy who keeps winning them, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not easy by any means, but I mean,
No.
I think if you can do it correctly, I mean, I think all of us have our bows to the points, at least a handful of us. I mean, like, if I break a perfect shot, I guarantee you it's going to be inside out, especially with skinnies. I mean, skinnies at Rushmore Rumble was incredibly easy. I mean, if I would have been shooting that with 27s, it would have been multiple like half shaft 10s. But shooting skinnies at 20 yards is like the easiest thing you'll ever do. I mean, you can break a shot anywhere.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than shooting a 27.
Oh, no, 100%.
You might not shoot as high of a score, but you shoot a lot of X's that you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of us get our bows to the points.
Do you like that shooting the skinny thing? Do you like that going to skinnies or the option 2?
Oh, I'm gonna if they keep it going, I'm gonna do it every time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can like our practice before we like went out to shoot for Rushmore Rumble, I shot one end with my fat shafts with the 27s, and I shot like 8 ends with my X10s. And I was just perfectly fine tuning a mark. That's all I was doing.
Yeah.
Because I knew, I mean, the 27s were as good as I could get them.
Yeah.
But I was just making sure that if I made it to the inside outs, I was very confident. I mean, my first shot was inside out.
Yeah.
And I was just, because I had a really, really good mark. I just had 2 pencil marks. I had a pencil mark on my windage and I had a pencil mark on my height. That's literally all I had. I had a mechanical pencil and I made 2 marks. That's all I did.
Hell yeah. Gangster.
So, yeah.
I think
it's
get a good mark
for it.
I know some people have been talking about, we should have them all, shoot the arrow they started with or whatever. But I do appreciate when you can make that change mid-round and still pound with it. That just goes to show that you've done the extra work. Your equipment is also tailored to whatever changes you've had to make or whatever. It adds another element to like, I don't know, the whole thing. It just exacerbates like just how dialed you guys are.
You did your extra credit
what.
homework.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't think inside outs is the way to go by any means, but I don't think it's the worst way to go either. I mean, all of us, and most of us, like the top guys, if we break a perfect shot, we know it should be inside out. I mean, Vegas, you guys probably watched. I mean, I'm calling, if I broke a shot in the middle, I was like, yep, that one's good. And I mean, before they ever even hit the target, I didn't even need to look. If I broke one on the middle, I knew it was going to be there, even with a 27.
You have a preference to when they start that?
I mean, I think that they should do 10 ends of X's. Well, like one end of the normal, and then on end 10, I think they should go to inside out 10s, because that's still going to kick a bunch of people off. And then I think on end 15, I think they should go to inside outs because it ain't going to go more than 3 ends on inside outs.
Yeah.
And if it does, good for us.
Sure.
Yeah, I like that. I like that
I think-
idea a lot.
I think that's the way it should be. But I mean, some people hate the skinny thing, like getting to shoot skinnies. But here's the thing: we can all make a 20-yard mark for an X10 or whatever
Yeah.
arrow you're shooting. It's not. We all have a skinny arrow.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, every one of us up there probably has a 166 or something like that. That at home we could probably grab 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like it ain't that hard to do. If some people like last year at Vegas, we had no idea what was going to happen with the inside outs. None of us really thought it was going to make it to that point until Bruce is like, oh, we're for sure doing that. We're like, oh, okay. I'm looking at Jimmy and I'm looking at Matthias. I'm like, well, you guys are first and second if you make it there. And it's just, I don't know, just Matthias hasn't really got a great mark for him yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we all watched him shoot a 30X with him. Like, we know he knows how to shoot them well. He probably had 20 inside outs on that round.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting the correct mark off the start and knowing your equipment well enough to know where to move it if it's not.
And that's got to ramp up nerves too, you know, of making that change mid-round.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
it does for sure.
When you did
yeah,
it, did you notice like the first couple, like your first arrow, where you maybe just a little bit more pressure to break a very much better shot, like your best shot, pull out your best one kind of thing?
I mean, kind of, but I mean, I
also done the
like,
homework.
My pin's moving enough to where all I can do is work on the back half of it, the release side. And I mean, the pin ain't gonna stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. Yeah, the pin ain't gonna stop.
What?
So like having the forgiveness of a X10 at 20 yards, like an untuned X10 is gonna shoot a lot better than an untuned 27 at 20 yards. That's just kind of gonna be a given. At least that's been my experience with it at my draw length. That might be worse at the longer draw lengths. I can't attest that because I don't have a long draw length.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways they could do it. I'm curious to see what they're going to do this year because I have a feeling it's going to be different. I have no idea what it's going to be.
You know, being one of the guys that's going to have to deal with it, if you heard if they've come up with anything definitive yet.
I have no idea. They could be like, we all get to shoot skinnies for the shoot off from the beginning, and I would have no idea. That's kind of the nice thing. We ain't going to know probably till the day of.
Yeah.
So.
Which I think is fair too. You either show up prepared and you have your skinnies in your quiver like Matthias and Jimmy did last year.
Yeah, I mean, like it's this year. I mean, I know I'm bringing 4 different sets of arrows to Vegas. I don't want to build 4 different sets of arrows, but I'm going to. That's just going to be how it is. I'm going to come prepared. I mean, I bring skinnies to every tournament now just because I can get a mark in 3 ends, 2 ends. So if I need them, I mean, I didn't think I was going to need them for Lancaster, but you never know. I mean, rules have been changed day of. Like it happened at Rushmore Rumble. The rules got changed that day, or the day before we started scoring for qualifications. They changed the rules. So, I mean, I don't know. Just it's kind of coming down to that point where you just come prepared or don't. But it ain't hard to throw in 3 to 6 skinnies in your arrow tube just in case, because you never know what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, I like that idea that your proposed idea, right? 30 or 10x ends. So you basically are determining that everyone who's going to be on the final podium first has to shoot a 30x. Yeah,
30x under
and
nerves.
Then you got to do
that is going to drop off 90% of the field. I guarantee you it's going to drop off 90% of the field. If you don't have your bow and yourself perfect in that moment, it's going to drop you 90% of those shooters off.
Yeah.
And then it's going to, inside out is going to get rid of the couple people that are starting to get looser and just hanging those couple of edgy X's. And then if you make it to the inside outs, then you got to be perfect for it.
Yeah.
But I personally think that is the best way that you could do it.
I think with moving forward with the whole inside out thing, I think that is a really good
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
direction. If we're gonna stick with this inside out thing, and we're gonna just say no more complaining, this is what we're doing. Make a plan for it. I think that's, at least from the tournament director standpoint, making it more official than, hey lady, what end should we start shooting inside
yeah,
outs at?
that was not the way to go, but that was kind of just a shot at us for all the people that were complaining about it. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody was complaining about it to Bruce. If you're walking around the pro circuit
Mm-hmm.
where we all were, every time Bruce would walk by, somebody would chirp something about inside out X's. It's like,
Mhm.
guys, it's just how it is. I mean, I'm not saying I'm for it by any means. I don't think it's the worst thing ever that people say it
Yeah.
is. I mean, inside out X's are really hard to shoot. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
You
But if
just
we
make
want,
it look easy. So
well, I don't know about that, but I mean, they're hard to shoot, but it's,
At the
I
end of the
mean,
day, you are trying to weed out, who's the best man at the moment, and that's a good way to do it.
yeah, I mean, like you'll watch some of the pros, like you watch Matthias shoot. He'll shoot 20 inside out X's with his 27s, 20 to 25 inside out X's with his 27s on a round.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the top guys. I mean, I think my best inside out X round is probably like 27 inside outs on a Vegas round.
Jesus.
But I mean, given I've only done that once and I'll probably never do it again, that was an accident. That was luck. Like I'm not a robot. That was just I had the perfect storm day and I had the bow shooting good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, given that, if I break a perfect shot with a setup that is done, like I can't make it better, I am content with it. If I make a good shot, it doesn't even have to be perfect. It's going to be inside out.
Mhm.
That perfect storm day, just for my own thinking, like, because anytime I've had a good day, I've gone back and been like, if this bow never shoots better than this, I'll be fine with it. And I jot down every measurement I can on that. Do you do the same thing?
I'm starting to.
Yeah.
I used to not. I used to just think, oh, it'll stay. But now I'm learning
How
things
far?
don't
How
stay.
far? How far different would you say your bow is now today from where it was when you had that perfect storm day?
I mean, it was I shot that one with a PSE.
Oh shit, pretty different.
But I would say I shoot the title a lot more. Like I would say I shoot a lot more 30Xs with the title.
Yeah.
I mean that's what boiled it down between my last bow companies it's just which one I shot more consistent.
Mhm.
Because I mean that's kind of what it boils down to for me.
Mhm.
Sure.
If I shoot an amazing round and then I shoot an okay round, I'm gonna look at the okay round and say, why did that happen?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look at the amazing round and say, why did that happen? Because if I felt I shot the same at those 2 days, give or take an X or two, but like there was at the Rushmore Rumble, I shot a 53X the first day, which was for sure below par for me. I was not happy at all. And then the next day I shot a 30X and went 23 ends of X's.
Mm-hmm.
And the only difference between those 2 days was 3 ounces on the bow. I didn't
Really?
think that would have mattered enough for me. But when I went back and shot, I found more consistency with my title. And I really liked that bow. I still do. I shoot him well. I really liked him a lot since then. But
3 ounces where?
it was like 2 on the front, 1 in the back, or 2 in the back, 1 in the front, something like that.
Gotcha. What's your 27 build?
Right now, it's like a 26-inch Super Drive 27 with 4 hybrid 26s on the back, biter knock, and 200 grain points.
Okay.
Last year,
So-
it was the same exact build, maybe half an inch longer with 175 in the front.
Where you come up with that length?
That's a great question.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
Oh, that's
like,
good. No, I like that.
Like I always just start with my arrows longer, and I'll have, given it's a little easier for me because I can have like 24 arrows, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'll start at a length and I'll typically run like, say I have 6 arrows. I mean, really, when you boil it down to it, if you have 6 arrows to shoot for indoor season, you have enough arrows.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, like, say you have, like, for me, I always use my past year's arrows as my development arrows, and then
Mhm.
I'll get a new dozen and I'll build that to exactly the same spec. would say you can't do that. Like if you have a dozen arrows, I would say start with 3, build 3 up slightly longer, and start with that. And if that's not working, maybe build up 3 shorter, and then you can just kind of leapfrogging until you're going to find that length. That's the best. I mean, I can build the same arrow with the same point weight at an inch longer, and it doesn't shoot well at all. At all. Like I had my arrows cut really short, and I didn't love it. So I'm like, I would like another 1.5 inches of my arrows. So I put another 1.5 inches of my arrows, and then I tried the same point weight, a heavier point weight, and a lighter point weight, and I couldn't get it to shoot at all. Like 10 grains on that arrow can matter so much depending on where you put it. So I've just, like, I used to talk a lot about, like, the first year I won Vegas, the node of the arrow, which is where it doesn't flex anymore,
Yep.
was right on the blade. And I'm like, okay, well, that's what you got to do for indoor. And I kept trying that and kept trying that. I couldn't really get to work again. I started going to faster bows. That was with my Invicta. And then when I started to shoot faster setups, I couldn't really do that as much anymore because I need more point weight. I mean, for me, bow speed is so important for indoor over point weights and FOC that I started going to, I like this speed and that's what shoots the best. Yeah. Because, I mean, it's a lock time thing, and I think it's almost a very, very, very large portion of that is lock time in the bow. There's a too fast and there is a too slow. And you got to kind of find that perfect storm for it.
Okay.
I wonder if that's why I couldn't get my Super Drive 27s to shoot well this year, because I kept them light, because historically I've shot the triple X's at 150 up front and cut them, maybe an inch in front of the blade. I don't get that luxury of cutting shit off. I got to take an inch from each side and leave it. And it always seemed to work fine. 150, pretty solid. Just your standard gold tip point at that time, and it just shot well. The best the best scores that I had up until now, where I'm still progressing as an archer, but at that time was when I had like maybe an 1/8 or a 1/4 inch out in front of that blade, and I felt like the speed was the thing that was getting me there.
Yeah, I mean, lighter's always going to be more forgiving than heavier. Always.
I was just about to ask you that.
Yeah, I think lighter's always going to be more forgiving. It's less time in the bow. It's less time for you to be able to move it or anything like that. But heavier might shoot better to a point. Heavier, if you can break a perfect shot on the X, it's going to hit there. But if you break a perfect shot in the 9, it's also going to hit there. And if you can get that little bit less lock time in it, that's where I find my more forgiveness. There's going to be too fast where it gets flighty. Like I would guess that your setup is probably going to be a little bit flighty. I bet you it shoots pretty good, but you might break a perfect shot and it may be edge of the X or a half shaft 10, things like that. That's where it's just a little bit too flighty, especially for 20 yards. Like that would probably be a 3D build or a 3D speed, because that's when your lock time is out for further distances, things like that.
You would suggest slowing it down a little bit, more point weight or something?
I mean, possibly. I mean, it fully depends on what the archer can do. Like if you have a bigger sight picture and things like that, I would say go lighter because you're going to want more forgiveness. If you aim really, really good, maybe you can lean on the heavier side, things like that. But that lighter is always, in my opinion, it's always going to be on the more forgiving side of it.
When you said flighty, I thought you were saying like a little too loose, too quick or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's just more of, it's flighty of where it's going to hit. It might shoot, like you can break up the same shot every time in the same spot, but it might hit edge of X here, half shaft here, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But it takes a lot to be able to kind of diagnose that to the specific person.
Sure.
Yeah, I took them out of the bag and cut an inch off each end, and they're 34 inches coming out of the bag. So I was like, I'm going to start super long, they say they're, 280 spine. So I was like, I'll run 140 out front and I'll keep them long and see how they shoot. And they just did not shoot well.
Yeah.
And then I stopped trying to convince myself that it was just me, and I was like, I got to do something to these arrows
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm making good shots and they're not landing. I went down to like a standard 30.5 inches, which gives me about a half inch out front. And I think I left the point weight the same. And the first game I shot was like 28 or 29X. And I was like, perfect. I'm going back to these. And then
Yeah.
slowly I started seeing really good shots, and they're like, half shaft X or, catch an X or not. And I started getting those, just like you're saying, to where I'm making good shots and they're not exactly where they
Yeah, I mean,
should be.
it's tough because it can be different for you as well because you can actually spine out that arrow. Like, I don't need a 280 spine at 65 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You shoot
But
65 pounds indoors?
It depends on the tournament, but when I can, yeah.
No shit. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the tournament, but if I can, I like the 65 pounds. That's just kind of where everything equals out. You get more cable tension, more string tension, everything. For me, it always shoots better. A lot
What's
of
your
stuff you
holding weight?
can't. Like 18.
Okay.
That seems to be the sweet number.
Yeah,
That
is.
comes up, like, it doesn't matter who you're talking to. It seems like 18 is the, you might hear
good amount of tension, but it's not.
17.8 or
Yeah.
18.4, but it's
Yeah,
right there.
It's kind of like 19 to 17. That's kind of right in there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it seems like that's a ideal. I found at Todd at the day before the Hawkins shoot, I was looking at Steve's bow, my Outlaws partner, and I'm like, man, that looks like it's so uncomfortable to shoot because he's got some extended stops on there.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me do a test. And I take it inside. It's holding 24 pounds
Yeah.
in the back. And I'm like,
I've
wonder.
tried it. I mean,
Yeah.
I've tried it. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's for me in my shot, it is not the best by any means.
Yeah.
I was trying more holding weight this year, like 21. Just 'cause I was curious. In the beginning of indoor season, I was just trying it. I just wanted to see what it was, and it felt really solid. I could hold it, or like hold it here well, but I could just the pin could never settle, and it would always be followed by a quick bob out more than it should have been, and I couldn't get it to settle at all. So I went back to my like 18 because I was like, man, I can't get this bow to aim right now. And then I checked my holding weight, and I'm like, oh, I'm at like 20.7 pounds. And then I went and shot it, and I was like, okay, well, that was the problem because I went back down to like 18, like 17 or 18, and then I was like right back where I needed to be for hold wise. And I was like, okay, well, that definitely checks out for that.
When you needed to make that change, did you flip mods and go to like a different percentage mod, or did you tiller? What did you do to
I went to like a 75%.
Okay.
From a 70%.
Can you tell the difference between the 70 and the 75 of the sponge and the back wall?
No, not a lot.
Think they feel the same?
Yeah, I mean, I don't notice it a lot. I feel it a little bit, but not enough for me to really worry about it. I don't pull hard into my back wall. I mean, as soon as I hit my back wall, everything stops, and I just lock tension in right there. I don't pull anymore or push anymore than when I lock in that tension the first time.
Okay. Yeah.
Before I forget, what's your pin and like magnification and all that?
Magnification, I like 5 a lot.
Okay.
Outdoors, I always run a 5 power with a 19 thou green pin. That's just kind of what I run. Indoors, I always run I'm pretty sure I have a 5 power in right now. And then I don't really worry about the magnification as much of what my dot covers. Like, I always want my dot to cover the same. I never put the same dots. Like, if I got a 6 power, 4 power, 5 power, everyone's going to need a different size dot just for
So you're running
what
dot
I want it
stickers.
to cover. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, I don't run a clarifier, so I mean, it rains so much up where we were.
Sure.
I tried. Yeah. I ran one indoors one season, then I went and shot outside, and it rained at every single tournament I went to. So I decided I got tired of it after like the second one.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Of dropping the clarifier on the ground and looking for it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Especially up there, yeah. It rains a lot.
It's terrible.
How much is your dot covering?
Just a hair more than the X. Like it's
Okay.
pretty close to the X ring.
So you can see it swimming in the 10.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's small enough to where I'm not having to look for it if I get a shot out spot,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not trying to look behind it when there's not.
Yeah. I didn't tell you,
That's a
John,
good
but I
point.
ordered a 4X the other day.
I don't know why you do that to yourself, but okay.
I've been shooting that 8 for so long, and it's nice to be able to like see everything real up
Yeah.
close and shit. But the movement and stuff has always been something where I'm just like, I get real hypercritical of it, and I can tell when I'm like, oh, this is a good hold, or like
You're gonna think you aim
not.
amazing putting in the 4-power.
So yeah, well, so I went and I decided I've been kind of struggling with the indoor bow lately, and I took my hunting bow and shot the new modern bow hunter class for our state indoor the other day,
Mhm.
and I almost shot a fucking 450, and it was gonna be the easiest 450 I've ever shot. No magnification, 10 thou
Yeah.
pins, just it held so good, and I had so much fun. Like it was the least amount of anxiety I've had all year shooting, and I thought this is gonna suck. No magnification, I'm not gonna be able to see shit. And I was like, it was two dumbass mental bobbles where I'm like, man, I'm gonna shoot a 450 9, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know,
You always miss when you have that thought.
100
You got to learn to where to put the
100%.
thoughts.
I know it was just, you know what? I was still though. I was like, this thing is different. And I was like, maybe it's the magnification. And the other day I shot pretty damn good. I just took my fucking lens out. I ran a 20 thou or 29 thou down pin, and I didn't hate it. So I think maybe I am gonna mess around with the 4X a little bit more, just because you see so much movement and that shit just makes it uncomfortable. I get too tense, and I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like a 19 thou green pin with no clarifier or no glass, no lens. I mean, it looks great at 20 yards for me.
Yeah.
Like I shot a tournament this weekend, and it's a really good payout for a 3D shoot at our.
Where was that?
That
You're
was
in like an arena or something, yeah?
yeah, it was at the fairgrounds in Puyallup. It was at
Okay.
Puyallup Fairgrounds, and it's at a big hunting expo there, that
Mhm.
like the Washington State Hunting Expo or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They've been putting on a tournament there, and it was really good this year. I liked it a lot. It's nice they have good payouts for it.
That's awesome.
I wasn't sure if I was going to shoot it, and I ended up just throwing a 15-inch bar on my hunting bow and still shooting my landslide. I just threw a single pin on it,
Yeah.
threw a AVX with no glass, and shot it.
Hell yeah.
Ended up raining. Everybody's like, "Oh man,
of
I can't
course.
see anything through my through my glass from my clarifier." I'm just sat there in the pouring rain. Like it works for me. I mean, I shot really good. Yeah, I shot really, really good. I had top score both days, and
Fuck yeah.
I really enjoy it. I mean, for 3D stuff, I don't mind the 19 thou with no glass, but
Yeah.
I have good eyes still. So,
Sure.
I mean, I don't think I'll run that for an ASA, but I wouldn't be against it per se.
Yeah, I mean if all else fails,
if-
it'll work.
If you can figure out where to aim with it, I mean, it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I've shot so much 3D. I shoot a lot more 3D than people think, but I always nowadays just do it with my hunting bow because it's less for fun. But I mean, I'm still having to pick out the same spots just without glass.
Yeah.
For it.
Have you ever tried like an 8 or a 7 power?
No, 6 is the highest I've ever gone. I'm just
Interesting.
I don't want to have to run a clarifier.
Yeah.
And when I go up to a 6, it almost gets a little too fuzzy for
Is
what
it-
I like.
Is it
Like-
pretty clear with 5 though?
Yeah, I mean, like if you give me a brand new, well lit field target, I can see the white X in it. I mean,
Okay.
it doesn't look like an X, but I can tell that there's something there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which that's kind of where I want to be with it. I don't need to see the X line, but it is nice to be able to see what's in the middle of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I like it a little fuzzy too.
You're running a pin or a drilled. I can't remember what you said.
For what? For indoor or for
Or outdoor.
outdoor? I run a 19 green pin.
Gotcha.
Yep.
You did you get signed up the other day for Reading?
I did. I'm not on the target I want to be yet, but I'll maybe
Oh, what
try and do
happened?
that at some point. I don't know. I went to sign in. I'm like, yeah, I'll be on target 50. That'll work. And then I'm like, oh, 50's out. 45's
Isn't-
out.
Isn't
40's
50
out.
the Hoyt target?
Yeah, but only half of it.
Yeah, but only half of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I
We're-
always like to be in that range when I
Yeah.
can be.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Get some of
I
the
might
hard stuff done.
I might see if spots open up at some point, but I'll probably just end up where I am now,
Which is where?
35 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But we shall see.
You shooting BTB?
Probably not. I
No.
don't even know when it. When is it?
The 17th and the
April.
18th of April.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that sounds like turkey hunting somewhere in there.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's a must for me every year. I got to go turkey hunting.
18th and 19th.
That's fair.
18th
Yeah,
and 19th.
I got to see when turkey season opens, but we'll see around then what I'm doing. I'll probably be trying to build up a bow for ASAs, which would not be the same bow that I'd want to shoot it
Yeah.
break the barriers. Especially with the one time I shot it, I don't think a 23 would have been very fun to shoot. So yeah,
No, it was windy
was
that year.
yeah, windy and rainy, and I don't think I've ever been that cold that tournament. I'm pretty good in the cold, and I
That
was
was
cold,
freaking
and then
miserable, wasn't it?
I was looking at kids in shorts. So I'm like, you guys need to get off the course because you might get hypothermia. I mean, I was out there. I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I mean, I'm used to rain. I shoot in rain constantly
Yeah.
at all my tournaments. So I was like, oh, I'll be fine in just a jacket. I'm used to being soaking wet. But I didn't know that California got down to like 35 and pouring down rain for 5 hours.
That
was
was
rough.
the single worst day I've ever had on the range.
Yeah, no, it's I've shot in one rainstorm that was worse, but I've only done it once.
Yeah.
That was
Reading was shit storm too that year, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I was off the range by then. I was throwing snowballs at people.
Dude, we had hail bouncing in our scopes, right? The last two targets at the elk herd. Oh, it sucked so bad.
I probably watched you shoot. I did watch you shoot him.
Oh,
yeah. No, I was at the Excel booth. Like, man, that would suck to be out there right now.
Yep. We shot that and we finished on the skunks right afterwards. God, that was miserable.
Yeah, Elliot scared me half to death on that too, because the guy finally came over and goes, "You guys need to shoot. Like, you've been sitting here for too long." And I was like, "I'm not shooting. Like, you can't make me shoot." And he's like, "Well, then you could take a couple of zeros." And I was like, "Okay, shoot it is then."
Yeah, yeah, right.
And,
I might as well try and hit it.
Yeah, exactly. And I watched everyone shoot, and I made an adjustment based upon what I saw everyone doing, and I take my first one, I drop it down to the middle of the dot, and I just rip it. And guy with the stabilization goes, "Pinwheel." And I'm like, cool, that's where it should be based upon whatever the hell I just did.
Yeah.
Load up my next one, and Elliot leans in and goes, "I think you missed the whole animal." Like, right as I'm about to pull back. And I was just like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Did you hit it or not?
It was dead center.
Ah, well, okay. Well, he's just giving you bad info then. So you tell me to just hush and you shoot another one.
So we sat there for
Terrible.
like 5 minutes trying to find it. Can't see down there to make sure that it's actually in there. I was like, you know what? I think it's in there. You know, whatever. I'm going to do
Trust
it.
the process.
And I just barely missed it. Like a half shaft out at 8.
Man,
I did the same thing. I just brought it up and held top of the dot, and it, got a little extra. I shot it for 92.5 though.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way you shot it for the extra yardage and aimed it top of the dot.
Yeah.
So I would have given it at least 3 yards on that.
The way I did it was I looked at all of everyone else that shot, and they were missing 8s just under the belly at 6 o'clock. And I'm looking at the Archer's Advantage downrange statistics, and I'm like, that looks like about 20 inches. And for me, that's 4 yards. So I was like, I'll give it 4. And it started with that big break between my first one and my second one. I was like, it started coming down worse. So I was like, okay, I need a little bit extra. Yeah. And I need a little bit more than that. But
this is a good point.
Was a crazy.
You shoot in a shit ton of rain, right?
Yeah.
What's your magic sauce for adding in a rainstorm?
It's, I don't know. I think people overthink it a lot. I mean, to talk to people, I'll be like, how much you add? And they're like, oh, I'm going to do 1.5 yards on this. And I was like, all right, you're going to shoot out the top of the dot. And then they shoot out the top of the dot. I mean, I don't really add to a certain yardage. Like once it's bad, like once you get out past 60, if I'm like curious about it, I'll add a half yard. Like
Yeah.
if I'm confident it's going to drop a half yard, I'll give it half yard and try and aim top half the dot. But I mean, I wouldn't really say there's a secret sauce to it besides just doing it enough to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the best thing you can do. But I mean, that's kind of where I have the advantage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple years ago, I was talking to people, like some of the other pros, and like, how much do you guys add today? And one guy was like 3 yards. I'm like, how many did you miss? They had missed a couple. And I'm like, where'd you miss them? He's like, out the top of the dot. I was like, yeah, all right. I mean, like the most I had added all day, and I had a couple of the longer targets was 3/4 of a yard.
Oh, really?
Given I shot some of them at the bottom of the dot, but it was still in the dot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I always just try to not overthink it. Like I don't want to overdo it.
Sure.
So
it doesn't need that much, is what you're saying?
No, I mean it can. Like I've shot and stuff where I've added 5 yards, but I mean shooting an X10 with a small vein that's going 280 feet per second, 290 feet per second, like it's gonna get hit, but it gets hit less than people think. I mean, like in hail and stuff like that. I mean, it gets hit by an actual piece of hail, it's gonna matter a lot more.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't really say there's a secret sauce. At least I don't know it yet. But
plus the Easton arrows, they have a special coating on them, correct? So they're not absorbing, that carbon's not absorbing water.
Have you ever coated your arrows with anything? We put fucking car wax on our shit a couple years ago because somebody. Dude, we did once.
I've never put anything on my arrows.
Who told you that hot bit of information? Was it Chance? That's what it was. I think he might have been
done a lot longer than I have. So.
He might be messing with us too.
He could also very well be pulling your leg.
That night we were like looking for an auto parts store trying to find
to find car wax for
it. What was it? It was some spray bottle fancy wax.
It'll probably get weighed down enough by the car wax to where you'll think it works.
Right?
I was talking with Zach and he walked up and I think it was, I was talking with Zach afterwards. We were having a beer and, well, he was having a cocktail. I don't think he drinks beer. But Chance walked up and Zach asked him how the X10s were doing because I think he had just signed with Easton or whatever. Yeah, and he's like, they're great, man. I'm not having to do anything in this. Excuse my southern accent, but I'm not having to do anything in this this rain,
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean, And so I perk up, and I'm allowed to ask questions now because you just walked up and talked and interrupted me. So I was like, tell me more. Let me hear more about this. And he's like, well, what area are you shooting? And I hand him. He's like, oh, I used to shoot these. He's like, go set this in your tub for 2 minutes and then weigh it. I bet you it'll be 8 to 10 grains heavier. And I was like, And I tried it. Sure enough, I just set it on the wet grass at the campground, weighed it, and it was like 6 grains heavier. And I was like, holy shit. That's making a difference there. That's roughly 2 feet per second for every 3 grains. But they were talking about the fact that the X10s or something, they have a coating the water's not penetrating the carbon, and therefore in circumstances like rain and whatnot, they don't absorb that water. Yeah. And
like I feel like even the higher quality carbon would help with that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to try this year. However, I got to figure out how to gain some speed with these heavy motherfuckers they're putting out now.
Yeah.
I was already bitching to him about it. I was like, how the hell am I going to do this? He's like, well, you have a 31-inch draw length. If I can do it, you'll be fine. And I was like, I hate easy answers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like everybody's always searching for a speed. I mean, I've done it. Like first year I won field nationals, I was probably shooting 260 maybe feet per second. I mean, what trumps everything is just how it shoots.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too worried about speed. I mean, you can only get it so fast, and if you get it too fast, it ain't gonna shoot good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you get it too fast, it's gonna get flighty no matter what you do.
Yeah. I'm gonna try them, and I'm gonna try the 4 mils. I got both of them here. I actually just got my 4 mils today. So I'm going to try them both and see which one groups better and run it.
Do a little bit of group tuning with them, see what they do.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I got enough arrows now that I can actually do it. So
do testing with it.
Yeah, to where I'm not running 1 dozen for the whole year and hoping I make it out on the other end.
Right.
I got 4 dozen arrows to play with. I gotta actually, put some
time into it.
Yeah, so I'm actually really excited. I'm gonna build them up probably tomorrow. Hopefully no one signed up for lessons and I get to play with my bow. But yeah, which leads me into a question that I want to ask you, because we are talking about the X10. Are we going to see you doing some more USAT stuff coming up here with LA coming up?
Possibly. I mean, I'm sure that when it comes to it, I will.
Like 2027?
Yeah, I mean, once it becomes like on the forefront of everybody's minds, like it happened and everybody did a post how they're going to be in 2028. I was like, no, but good for you for shooting your bow. I mean, like even now, I feel like, I mean, you can boil it down to the 4 or 5 people that it's going to be in the U.S. And it'll be interesting to see. I mean, they might come up with a whole new game for it, and somebody might excel at that better than who's here now. Somebody might come onto the circuit in the next year or two. Who knows? I mean, nobody know who I was in 2021, and then I shot 2022, and then like it takes a year for somebody to be at the top. So I'm really excited to see. I think that there's going to be some people that maybe show up out of nowhere, and they're just amazing at what that is.
Taylor Spoolstra.
There's certain,
Taylor Spoolstra.
Yeah,
if anybody's
he
going
could
to come
show
out
up
of
and
it,
be really good at it. Who knows? But like this year, I really like SoCal, so I'll shoot SoCal and shoot some of those stuff like that. But I mean, it's still not going to be at the front of my mind yet until it's kind of time for it for sure.
Didn't sound fun yet, does it?
No, not a huge 50-meter fan, but I shoot it well. But typically when I go do those, I mean, I maybe like I've done like 2 of them, and that was the first 50-meter round of the year that I had shot. I mean, it's not something that I practice. I'll get a bow set up for it. You could call that practicing for it, but that's like a week where I'll kind of shoot it on and off.
Right on.
Well, hopefully we get to see you make it there. There's, obviously we have our shoe-ins or the people that we want to see there, but I think that there's people that have the capacity to do it, and I think you're definitely one of them. I know you don't like shooting 50 meters, but might be time to grow up and put your big boy pants on and do what you do.
I don't hate it. It's just not something that I've practiced a lot. I mean, there was a couple years when that was kind of all I watched, like when I was getting into it. That was like when you look up archery, like that's kind of what comes up at that time. It wasn't really ASAs, it was world archery stuff. That's just what I learned from it, and I shot a lot of it, got decent at it then, and I enjoy shooting it. I enjoy doing tournaments with it. I don't necessarily love practicing it, but I mean, I like competing in kind of any format. Just there's some that I enjoy shooting more than others for practice wise.
And we're definitely blessed being on the West Coast with all the safari and 3D stuff that we have. It's way more fun to do that. So
I wish we would get field back. That used to be our thing. It's dead, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the only thing I actually practiced was field.
I went to Darrington the last year. I think it was 23 that it was up there. Man, that course is cool.
You haven't even seen half of them yet. There's so many other courses like that. I mean, there's
in the
like
Northwest.
Everybody. Oh yeah, like people crown Darrington as the hardest course. It may be the hardest course on the NFA circuit, but I don't think it's the hardest course by any means in Washington.
Really?
There was a course that you shot.
Silver Arrow Bowman.
Was that it? You're like almost completely leaned back and it was pouring rain or something. I remember you told us about it at BTB when we were sitting there waiting for the shoot off.
It
And
was
you're like,
probably
yeah, that
Silver Arrow
was.
Bowman. That course has some really difficult shots. Like as a whole, Washington has a lot of very challenging courses. Like there's a course right by me here that nobody's even heard of. I mean, it's a 4-H range that people can, if they're a member, they can go shoot it. And there's multiple 25-degree shots back to back to back
Really?
on that. And people
Ouch.
have no idea that it even exists. And I go shoot it, and I'm the only one there.
Huh.
It's
Where?
great. It's my secret little practice spot.
I was gonna ask where that was, but I guess we'll just leave it out.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have any tournaments there. Like they have field targets up for the 4-Hers that may shoot it 3 times a year.
Did you start in 4-H by any chance?
I did. It just I like what they're doing and introducing kids to it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really my crowd for it.
Sure. No, I get
Just because
that.
I was really trying to kind of do something with it. And I was starting to get good at it. They have a lot of rules that I don't agree with, and I think is ruining or can ruin it. Like there was a time when I was one mistake away from getting disqualified. Like I got my team disqualified from a team round that I was helping people with.
Really?
Like I wasn't even signed up for it, and I ended up getting the team disqualified.
For what?
And
Teach
it
them
was
how to arrow twirl or something?
no, I would grab my arrow out of my quiver by the veins, or by I would grab by the middle of the arrow, and then I'd push it against my hip, faced not fully downrange, but mostly downrange, and I push against my hip down to the veins, and that's how I would knock it. Yeah, that got my team disqualified, and then I had one more full day of shooting the next day, and they told me if I did it one more time, I was disqualified from it was the state 4-H state championship. And yeah, I think I shot it one more year after that, but it was, I don't know, I didn't, that kind of ruined it for me. I mean,
Sure.
like watching how they were making kids get arrows out of a back quiver. I was like, you are ruining the sport for the kid because you are making them get an arrow out, and you yell at them if they don't. Like the team
Interesting.
round, like I never even came close to touching somebody with my arrow. Like I would pull it out, push against my hip, faced mostly downrange, and then I would knock it. And that's what ended up getting a team
That's
of
crazy.
10-year-olds disqualified.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. I get it. You got to be safe with it, but if I injure somebody like that, it's because I chucked an arrow at him as hard as I could.
Sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. It's stuff like that, but I really like that I like what they're doing.
Yeah. No, I only asked that because we got a shoot coming up in the local 4-H that just happened to be like in my little town up here in the foothills. They got a little archery thing going, and they're gonna do the concessions this year at our club shoot. And talking to the guy, they went from like 4 to 23 kids this year or something like that interested, and sounds really cool. I'm supposed to go out there and help out one of these days when I get a chance. And I didn't know you'd mentioned 4-H. I didn't know if that was something you'd started up in.
I mean,
but it's cool.
If you get the right people around it and the right kids in it, I think it's awesome. Like we would go down, and me and my dad went and taught at Goldendale, which is down kind of southern, and like that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. But I mean, it was ran by good people. I mean, they were getting instructors to come in and teach their kids. Like the people at Eatonville where I was at, they were great. It's just like at that tournament, they picked some of the wrong refs, and they disqualified 3 10-year-olds for knocking an arrow a certain way. It kind of ruined the whole tournament. I mean, there were kids about like on the verge of tears because
that's
ridiculous. I mean, we were ahead by a lot. Like we were smoking everybody. And then they're like, yeah, nope, you guys are done. I was like, it was last arrow pretty much, like last hit. They're like, oh yeah, nope, you guys, nope, can't do that. We're done. It's like, cool.
I
Wow.
wonder what
So then
refs
like the
got
next
paid.
day, yeah, like if I would have done it one wrong, we made a couple hour drive and participated in 4-H and did all this for the whole year,
Yeah.
and they didn't like how I knocked my arrow, and I would have just been disqualified. So
Fast forward a few years later. Guess
yeah,
what, bitch?
yeah, I won Vegas. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good thing. I mean, you get the right people. Like if you went and did it and helped out, like you'd be a perfect person for it.
Yeah, no, I plan to. I plan to go down there and just show them and let them. I kind of my whole thing is I just want to show them that like, hey, especially for us, like, dude, I tell people all the time, especially my bow hunter friends around here, but I'm like, dude, we're 2.5, 3 hours most from so many cool fucking ranges around here, be it
Yeah,
Redding or Nevada City or whatever. There's so many cool ranges, and they have no idea, and it happens
yeah,
all the damn time. So I think if 4-H aside, like it's gonna be good to get some bows in kids' hands, and then hopefully from there they branch out into the local club stuff.
yeah. Like I've been teaching at the our local middle school,
Oh, really?
and we they got NASP
Uh huh.
into it, and I got to go teach it, and me and Kaylee, we were teaching at that and helping, and I mean, it's not even necessarily like helping kids shoot, it's just helping them, making sure it's fun for everybody.
Yeah.
Figuring out good games for it. Like, I mean, I grew up it. I know what got me intrigued to it. I knew what I liked when I was a kid. And it's cool to get to kind of almost backtrack and see
Sure.
how this affects certain people, what they enjoy, like
Mhm.
shooting balloons. Like for parents out there, you want to get your kid into loving archery, something like that, shooting guns, anything. Get reactive targets. I
Yeah.
mean, go get 100 pack of balloons for $5.
Yeah.
And like that's how you do it. Reactive targets. Kids love that when they hit it, it goes pop.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
100%.
yeah, I mean, I still like doing that. I mean, we can all put a balloon out 100 yards, and when we
Yeah,
hit it,
hell
we're all
yeah.
kinds of excited.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just figuring out games and good ways for kids to do it. I mean, a balloon, like they shoot like 8 yards, like it's not far.
Yeah.
But
Attainable.
if everybody can get a lucky one and hit a balloon at 8 yards.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. Like they were helping with the special education classes as well, like getting them involved in it, and they had certain like contraptions of how everybody could shoot in some way, shape, or form, and that was awesome.
Hell
Like
yeah.
that was like my favorite class to help with,
Sure.
and just seeing how excited everybody got and getting to see everybody actually do well. And they came up with some awesome ways for making sure everybody could do it, no matter how they were doing. I mean, it was awesome to get to see, and
Yeah.
I love doing it. I only got to do it a couple days because it was during Lancaster, but I think they're doing it again in April. So I mean, I'll be at that one for all the days I can be.
Sure.
But yeah, I love doing that.
Very cool. I might pick your brain later in life when this fires back up,
Yeah, for
depending on
sure.
how much I get involved in all that stuff. I have a hard time getting my son back out there. I have to put some balloons up or something for him. I keep
Yeah,
saying, "Hey, come on, let's go out in the shop and shoot a Vegas round." He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna go pitch or toss a football around or something."
yeah,
Kid's a
yeah,
football encyclopedia. It's
Oh
hilarious.
God, it's nuts, man.
yeah.
It's
Moving targets and reactive targets are
yeah.
so much fun.
Caleb
But
Criocho's dad, he said that same thing. He's like, balloons definitely like got him interested as a young kid.
yeah, I mean, there's videos of me at like 2.5 to 3 shooting balloons out of the air.
Really?
Oh yeah, and I mean, do it enough, everybody can figure out how to do it well enough to pop a balloon, and
Yeah.
then you can just figure out new fun ways for them to do it.
Yeah.
That's yeah, I don't know. It's fun. Like we used to go to the shoot called ETAR in Pennsylvania, it's Eastern Traditional Archery Rendezvous, and there's like
You say in
thousands of
Pennsylvania?
yeah,
Oh Jesus.
there's thousands of trad shooters that go to it. I mean, there's big trad vendors and big huge tents. Like it's a huge thing.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, I remember I would just get to. I mean, everybody there's such good people. I mean, I would just hang out at the um where they would do all the aerial stuff all day, and I would just shoot arrows all day. I didn't have a big enough bow to make it out of the field.
Sure.
So I would, yeah, we'd just shoot arrows all day. I mean, I'd be there for like 8 hours.
No
We would
kidding.
just ask random guys that would walk by, like, hey, will you throw for like 10 minutes and throw this disc up in the air so we can shoot it? And there'd be like
Oh,
10
no
kids, and
kidding.
we just had a blast. But
Where the
yeah,
fuck? Oh, this. You know what just happened?
huh?
We lost John.
We did lose John.
It's normally me. I'm on Starlink, and sometimes this shit cuts out every so often. But this is the first time in existence that this ever happened to him. Oh, I can't wait to give him shit for it. So what's we haven't talked hunting yet. How'd your season go, man?
It was good.
Yeah?
I had a good season. I'm really excited for next season, but I definitely cannot complain about this season.
Where you been hunting mostly? In Washington still? You've been bouncing a lot of Montana?
Mainly Montana.
Montana?
Yeah. No, I mean it's a lot more fun in Montana.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, I had my target whitetail. I ended up killing him.
I saw that dude. What a stud! Did you get him scored?
I scored him at 168.
Whew!
Yeah, he was.
Oh, that's so
that was
sick.
a good one.
How long you been watching him?
Found him last year.
Yeah.
During the rut. I had killed an early season muley, so I couldn't hunt him. But found him again this year, and he was probably 155 last year.
Oh, really?
And yeah, no, he's
blew up.
Yeah, he's a good one. But and then I killed a good bull. That was a lot of fun. Shot a cow before that in Montana. So I killed 2 elk in Montana. And then I helped.
Are you a resident in Montana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, Montana resident. And then helped my uncle. We got a good buck for him. That was a fun hunt.
Mule deer?
Yeah, good mule deer. Got 150-inch 3-point. So that was kind of fun.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was that was a fun one. That was an old buck. I was glad we got that one.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was. Then we got another friend of ours killed his first mule deer, and
Nice.
it was fun. I mean, I got my tags done early, but I really didn't care because there was other people I got to help.
No,
So
that's the best.
I enjoy doing that a lot.
Heck yeah. Do you do much hunting in Washington at all?
A little bit, not a lot.
No.
Do a fair bit of duck hunting, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I killed a buck in Oregon as well this year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Blacktail?
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
They calling you?
Yeah. What's up, man?
30 minutes before I got on the call.
Oh really? Wheeling or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, we were just going to see where the snow line was and stuff like that.
How is the snow up there? Pretty
Oh, it's
fucked up this year?
atrocious. There's none of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. This
No,
is
it's
the
like
weirdest
2,000
winter.
feet higher than it should be, and there ain't no snow at 2,000 feet. It's like patches.
Really?
Yeah, where in Mount Rainier, I think there's normally like 20 feet right now. There's like 4.
No kidding.
Yeah,
God, dude, we went up there last year. We went to Seattle for a wedding, and
rough.
we use it as an excuse to go to Mount Rainier, and then we hit like Olympic National Park or something. And fucking Rainier is so cool, man. That area is so badass.
Dude, you have no idea. You should go where I go.
I should.
Yeah, and next time you're up, if you want to go in the woods, let me know.
Yeah, dude.
I'm up there a lot, and I know a lot of really cool spots nowadays.
How close are you to Rainier?
I mean, I can see it from my house.
Oh, so you're like,
We have a hell of a view.
no kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I can be to the park entrance in 30 minutes.
Oh, no shit. I was real close, I bet.
You probably drove through my town. You definitely drove through my town.
What was it?
Eatonville.
It sounds familiar.
My family lives in Ashford, which is
Okay.
the town right before the park. Oh, look who it is.
Ah,
He's back.
Fuck.
Oh, and I got full control back too, so cool.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh, great.
Yeah, I'm not good with power. When I had Elliot doesn't know because he missed all of indoor season, but we were running the timer, and I would have Mark ended up having to take the remote away from me because it started.
I'm gonna have to start being the host if you're gonna just dip out mid conversation like that. Kind of rude.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what happened. Usually it's
Where were
Elliot.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, we were talking about your hometown. We were talking about hunting.
Yeah, he left for the hunting conversation.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I was
You
getting
killed a lot of
excited.
cool shit.
Getting excited about that.
You'll just have to listen to the podcast, I guess.
Yeah, no, it was a good season, but
what broadhead are you running?
beasts for everything.
Oh, that fucker's mad, isn't it? That thing is so
Dude,
cool.
I've killed so much stuff with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen it do some wild things to shoulders. I've got complete pass-throughs on the ball joints.
No kidding.
Oh yeah. Like I cut the cup in half and got
Really?
a complete pass-through at a ways. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
it's
I was real impressed this year. Picked some up in that actually Tate gave me some of that at TAC in Utah, and it did a number on that black bear this year. I was so freaking happy that didn't turn into some nasty rodeo chasing a bear through Manzanita for hours and hours. But that thing did serious work. I freaking am a believer.
yeah, no, I shot my cow elk with a 2.3 and I shot my bull with a 2.3. I shot the cow at 55. She took a step on me when I shot. It still ended up going through the back of the lungs.
Mm-hmm.
And then she stopped at 88, sent another one, complete pass through on the lungs there.
Jesus.
And then I shot her again when she was completely dead. I was like, I'm gonna, just to be sure. I shot her again.
Just to
'cause,
be
man,
sure.
I couldn't see where I hit. Like on the first one, I knew it was back, but I didn't know how far back.
Yeah.
On the next one, I knew I pinwheeled her, and I didn't want her to leave the field because packing an elk out of the field sounded kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of across the river. So
Yeah.
she was on the river's edge. I'm like, well.
I got one more.
And then the bull, then my bull I shot at 90, and
Damn.
with the 2.3, I mean he went 100 yards.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. As soon as I shot the first thing I ever killed with them was I shot a blacktail with it, and I got a complete passer on the far side shoulder with that one with a 410 gray arrow. And then I shot a cow elk with it I shot her at like 47. She took a step on me there. I hit her back of the lungs. And then she stopped at straight facing away at 65 with a 410 grain arrow buried all the way up into her chest.
Jesus.
Through the Texas heart shot pretty much on it. Went through the back ham.
Oh, really?
All the way up. And then, I've killed, I think I've killed 6 elk with it now.
Damn.
5 or 6 elk with them. But yeah, it's been incredible. I've loved them.
Heck yeah.
What's the longest shot you've ever taken on an animal with your bow?
Not sure.
I've
shot some stuff at like 100.
I was gonna say that sounds like triple digits.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Hunting bows, I put more work into my hunting bow than I do my target bows. Like last year, I had my lifts shooting so good. I mean, I was keeping them in an 80-yard field dot every time at 150.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane.
It was stupid. I don't know
How do you even get the clearance?
Oh, I had the 157 on that.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I just anchor lower. You're like, I can't get the yardage. I'm like, move your hand down.
Yeah,
Get the yardage. I don't know. Line up the circle at the circle. Like there was a 175-yard shoot off a couple years ago here. And I just built a Mach 30 for it and shot. And I couldn't get it, so I just moved my peep up an inch and shot. And I could get like 190. So I was like, oh, this works great. I was anchoring like right here. Like I had no anchor point. I would just put my face on it and shoot it. It worked out great. But yeah, I don't know.
Long range pro tip for you.
Yeah, you can't get the yardage, move your peep up.
Yeah.
Call it good.
String walker, baby.
Yeah.
Is that the one that you were shooting for the rifle or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was fun. I shot good. I had that bow shooting so good. It was shooting groups like yay big at 175 with a 19 thou pin. Everybody's like, oh, I can't. Everybody always complained like, oh, I need a 10 thou pin. Like I was shooting a 19 thou pin at 175. You just center whatever you need. I mean, just put it behind the pin, and if you can't see it, you're probably gonna hit it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Good Lord.
What about with a rifle? Because you're quite the rifleman.
I wouldn't say I'm quite the rifle shooter. I just like to shoot rifles.
Yeah.
I shot a coyote at 1100.
Yo.
Damn, that's a shot.
But yeah,
what's the build on that thing?
We shoot a
What's the build on that gun?
It was a Proof Research Elevation MTR and 6.5 PRC. And then this year I put it in an MDT chassis. in the
Yeah,
Hunt
26.
26. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That thing's
No,
so sexy.
I don't know. When I'm in Montana, I shoot at so many coyotes.
That's what.
That's kind of how I got good at shooting rifles. Was just everywhere I'd go, when I'd go mule deer scout or something, I would just see a coyote out in the field at like 1,000, be like, I'm gonna shoot that one.
Yeah.
So I
Hell
don't know. You get good at wind calls doing that because you're constantly shooting at something that's like under an MOA at that distance.
Yeah.
So,
No doubt.
but yeah, it's I don't know. I enjoy shooting rifles a lot, especially when I'm in Montana.
Are,
So
are you friends with Matt Alwine?
yeah, I mean, I'd love to go shoot with him at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if just being nearby and rifle guy or whatever. That guy's a stud archer.
I've only
from
ever met
what I
him once, and
understand.
the one time I met him, we didn't realize who we were.
Talking
We
to?
met at a Ritzville gas station,
Oh,
and we
no
like
kidding.
looked at each other. We like gave each other a head nod. And I was like, "How's it going?" He's like, "Good." And I texted him like as soon as we left the gas stations, we were going opposite directions, and I texted him like, "Was that you?" He was like, "Was that you?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, how's it going?"
That's funny.
But yeah, I don't know. I think we were both coming back or leaving for hunts or something like that. Yeah,
That's
we
funny.
I don't know. Montana's, I enjoy being there a lot. I spend so much time scouting for deer over there. Like the entirety of August, I'm out every morning and evening, midday, constantly.
Yeah.
Luckily I don't have to go far, so it's easy to do, but I'm out a lot. The
All
places,
over the counter stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have any hunts planned for 2026?
Yeah, Montana elk and deer. I want to do spring bear. There, do turkey for sure in Washington, possibly Montana, South Dakota. I'm working on that hunt right now.
Mule
Gonna
deer
go
or
there
whitetail?
and for mule deer.
Yeah.
Mule deer, I love mule deer.
Yeah, same, dude.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm very happy with my whitetail, but if I would have found a 160-inch mule deer, I wouldn't have even considered going after the whitetail. I just couldn't find anything that I was in love with. Like if I would have found that 3-point that we found for my uncle, I definitely would have
Yeah.
put a lot of time into that one. But that one was the end of November when we found him, and that was the first time I've ever seen that deer. I knew that the genetic was around. I've seen deer just like him, but not that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I love mule deer. I'll go as many mule deer hunts on as many as I can do a year. I would love to do that.
Same. I hear you.
What are you
do much
taking?
antelope hunting?
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what are you taking? A 380-inch bull or a 180 plus mule deer? You got
Well,
both.
how plus are we talking?
All right, let's say sub 400, not over 400, and not over 200.
I mean, I would do a
jeez.
190 mule deer over a 380 bull every time. Until I got like 4 190, then I might. But I mean, I really like elk. I want to kill some good ones. I killed a pretty good one this year, but yeah, mule deer for sure. I would highly like to kill a 190-inch mule deer. I've missed one.
No kidding.
Yeah, I had one jump my string, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
205 yards?
No, 63.
Oh,
I probably would have killed it if it was 105,
yeah.
because he wouldn't have known what I shot at him.
Yeah, for
but,
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what my brother says. Something similar. He goes, "I hunt elk for meat, and I hunt mule deer for trophy." He's very
I
picky.
mean, yeah, I don't know. Mule deer are the thing that I can pass. Like, that's
You mean for a
really it.
better
I
one?
mean, I can pass deer, like blacktails and stuff. I mean, if I see a okay blacktail, I'm gonna shoot it. But mule deer, I mean, I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I also have I have good places I get to hunt. I'm very fortunate to get to hunt those. But
Sure.
yeah, I mean, I know of every single deer that has ever stepped foot during season. If it's there, I will find it. I put so much time into it there. So
You run cameras or you glass it a lot or what?
I just glass every morning and evening. I go and glass.
What's your glass setup?
I upgraded that this year and it's been phenomenal. A lot of Swarro stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vegas earnings bought some
Hell yeah.
Swarro spotters and yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I went and got a small Swaro spotter, the little
The STC?
ATC,
ATC.
and that in a 56 millimeter was better than the previous one that I had in an 85 millimeter by a long shot.
You're kidding.
It was
Not a
wild.
previous Swaro. It was something else.
No, different
Okay.
brand.
Gotcha.
And then I got the ATX and the BTX
Oh, dog.
and
Really did
12.
go all out after Vegas.
Yeah, no, I splurged a little bit. But it's wild the difference that it can make.
Sure.
Like even the BTX is so comfortable to look through. You can just sit and I feel like I pick stuff apart so much more carefully.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have the magnification, but it just has the
What is
like
it?
the
30
comfort.
power?
35 on the 95 because I got the 95 millimeter
Sure.
for it. And that one's a fixed 35.
Yeah.
But I'm only looking 1.5 to 2 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of time, and then the new 1452s, those are very
NLs?
legit. Yeah, those are awesome.
No kidding.
Yeah, I got to use those this year, and it's crazy the difference that it's made. I mean, I
Using
really
two eyes
like
is
my
awesome.
Huh?
Using two eyes instead of squinting, looking through a spotting
Yeah,
scope
it's
is
just
so
the
much more
comfort side of it.
comfortable.
Are you
Like
primarily running those 14s on a tripod?
No,
Just running by hand?
well, partially. Like a lot of the time, I'll just put them on top of my spotter to where it'll hold well. On the spotter, and then I'll scan it, find the areas that I think there will be deer, and then I'll pick those apart with the big glass if I haven't found anything yet. Just kind of keep breaking stuff apart piece by piece by piece.
Mm-hmm.
I know where I hunt so good now that I know where the deer are going to be,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still crazy how well they'll hide. I mean, they'll get out from behind a rock. I'll glass something for 4 hours, and then all of a sudden there's a deer walking across it. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
guess there was one up there. But yeah, I mean, really learning how to glass has been huge this year, and then the tools I get to use now to help with that are phenomenal.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we're all on the NL game lately, and boy, is that so much fun just to sit back and
it's crazy. I mean,
it's
like
so enjoyable.
even that dirt versus like a stabilized. I mean, stabilized are awesome, but
The glass sucks.
yeah, I don't know.
It sucks so much. They're so cool for calling arrows, but I have a set and I keep them around for that one reason. But I don't bring them hunting anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll keep my mouth shut on that. But I mean, I like being able to see detail helps so much on calling. Even not being stabilized, I feel like I can spot just as well with them. But yeah, I've loved the 14s or
Those are what you're running on your chest is the 14s?
mm-hmm.
Damn.
They're
Yeah.
pretty nice. I was actually considering just because when we had a pair at the shop, I was looking at them outside, but these old hands, I was like, I don't know if I can hold them as still as I would like when
These
I'm
old
running.
hands.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would just go off my bow limb for that stuff.
Yeah. No,
Bow
I mean for
limb, or I
hunting.
mean like, yeah, I mean even when I'm out hunting, I got a bow limb, or
Yeah.
like I'll put my rifle over my shoulder and I can rest them on the rifle on over my shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Like I don't know. Like I don't pack my 95 spotter unless I'm not going far.
Yeah.
Because I mean that ATC, that little spotter works so incredibly well. I got to use them.
What's the range on that? The magnification range?
It's like 17 to 40.
Yeah.
I would just use it right around the like 25 mark. But I got to put them side by side a lot, and until low light, I loved that ATC, that little one. But I mean, it's really like a trained eye.
Yeah.
I mean, me versus binos versus somebody that didn't glass as much and just hasn't done it a lot.
Yeah.
I was after like 4 months of me doing nothing but finding deer.
Mm-hmm.
And like putting a bedded deer in the middle of the spotter and be like, hey, just look through it, look at the middle of it, and there's a deer there. And they're like, I don't know if there's one there. Like, there's I can see it. It's standing up. It just stood up. But yeah, it's I don't know. A lot of practice behind it is kind of the biggest part of it.
It's definitely a skill more. As
It
you,
is.
as you learn.
Yeah, it's a very much learned skill from at least what I've experienced for it.
Did you guys get into what kind of hunting he does when I was gone briefly? Like what the type?
We kind of got off track once you were gone for a long time. Started talking about Mount Rainier and shit.
Yeah, let's talk about snow wheeling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was wheeling right before we got on this podcast, I guess.
When I asked him what he wanted to do, I figured he'd say something like one of those Moab racers or something like that.
No, I'm pretty happy with what I got built.
Yeah. I would. Would be too.
What is your rig right now?
Well, I have a truck as well now, but it's a 2016 4Runner Trail, so it's got the rear locker and stuff like that. And then I put long travel King shocks with the Dirt King long travel kit, and then triple bypass Kings on the front. And then I got the Bilstein bypasses in the rear, which are new because I blew up my icons because I beat it up a little much. I didn't even know a shock could come apart like that, but it did.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. It just clunked a lot. It worked, but there was like that much free room of it just moving all the time. I was like, oh, that's not rough. But yeah, I don't know. It's I enjoy it a lot. It's kind of my main hunting rig. Problem is I can't have it. I like to highway drive with the truck, but problem is once I get somewhere, I want the 4Runner typically.
Yeah.
So
what kind of truck you got now?
I got a Silverado 1500 ZR2.
Okay.
Nice.
With the 6.2 in it.
Okay.
I've enjoyed that a lot. But
pretty fast.
Suaros and Silverados, man. Vegas money.
yeah, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I was just gonna ask do you do like any of the backpack or the solo hunting stuff or anything like that, or do you kind of base camp it out?
I hunt a lot solo, but a lot of the time I can just hunt from my vehicle. I mean, I get to hunt a lot of private stuff in Montana, which is incredible. I'm very, very fortunate, lucky to do that.
Yeah.
But around us, there's so many grizzly bears that I don't like. I really, really want to go up into the mountains. My family used to outfit and guide up there, and the stories they have, I realize it's nothing like what it used to be, but I would love to just go up there. Like I got to glass it a lot this year from the lower stuff and just looking up into it and getting to pick apart deer. It's like, okay, there's deer right here, but what's on the other side of that hill that I can't see? But there's so many grizzly bears that I wouldn't really want to camp out of it. I would with multiple people, but I definitely wouldn't do it by myself.
Yeah.
Even going far back in by myself would be kind of sketchy because there's so many people have no idea how many grizzly bears there are in those areas. It's incredible how many there are.
That's one of the things that my brother does primarily is do the protection fences against grizzlies up there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's not safe by any means. No. I mean,
that's such a bummer, man. That's got to be a bitch to like wanting to go right there and knowing that it's just not worth the risk.
Yeah, I mean it'd be okay. Just I wouldn't want to drop through drainage or anything by myself because I mean, once you're back there, I mean you're back there. I mean, if I wasn't by myself, I'd be okay. I mean, two guys with guns versus a bear.
Yeah.
At least somebody will be okay. At least enough to get out. But typically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's incredible how many grizzly bears there are. Yeah, like I mean, I wouldn't even consider going into a river bottom during.
No kidding?
No, I like zero will. I do not care. I'm not going down there. Yeah, no, it's incredibly unsafe in a lot of areas.
Damn.
I mean, I've like my best I've done grizzly bear count wise was 17 in 8 days.
Damn. Jesus.
And that's not looking. That's looking for deer.
Yeah.
Most I've seen it once was there was a dead cow where I shot my whitetail this year. This was a couple years ago, and there was 8 grizzly bears in that field. at once. So I mean, like I was hunted early season with my bow,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm sitting in the bottom, laying in a ditch on my back because there's no trees down there.
Mhm.
It's just brush. So I mean, I could have for sure killed that buck earlier if I could have gotten the brush with it, but it's not it's not worth it. I mean,
Yeah, that'd be
like
terrifying.
I was glassing it night before opener, and big old grizzly bears walking across right through him. That's what bumped him out of the brush. That's why I saw him that day. It's just because
Oh,
he
really?
got bumped out of the brush by a grizzly bear. Because I watched the grizzly bear walking across the top, went right down into him.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean,
I didn't know it was that bad.
oh yeah, people have no idea how many grizzly bears there are in some of those areas. It's wild. But yeah, I mean, I don't really even like to go fly fish out back. My dad does it a lot, but it's a ticking time bomb until one of us runs into a bear in not a good way.
I was just gonna say, have you guys had many close encounters?
I mean, I call them in coyote hunting all the time.
Oh, really?
We've called them like coyote hunting with thermals in Montana could be amazing, but I don't really want to turn around and just see a big white blob running at me because they're a lot faster than I am.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we've called them like 4 at once for. I mean, there's so many
God.
bears. I mean, you'll see big bears in groups of 4 just moseying through the prairie. And you're like, they shouldn't be here, but they are.
No way.
Like up in buttes, up in the rocks. There's bears everywhere.
Wow.
You have any desire to go after some mountain lions up there?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I saw my first one this year in Washington.
Oh, really?
Just
Glassing?
bombing forest roads, and
Oh,
I've never seen one glassing. I don't know how. I've spent so much time glassing.
yeah.
But I've never seen. I know a lot have seen me,
Yeah.
Sure.
but
Sure.
not a lot. I've never seen one here. I saw, I think 2. There was for sure one in the road when I came around a corner. But yeah, there's an incredible
wolves?
amount of them. Huh?
You guys see much wolves?
No, I haven't seen any. Every year we have, our family has run-ins with them up there.
Yeah.
I've never killed any, but yeah, they'll have some take a cow at every now and then. Right now is kind of a bad time for it because they're calving right now.
Sure.
It's a really bad coyote time, so I kind of want to go over there and see if I can work on some coyotes at some point. But
Yeah, my sister's
we-
been working her dogs on. She's treed probably 4 or 5 lions just in the last week or 2.
yeah, a couple friends of ours do it, and they're really good at it. They're
That'd
really
be a
good hunters.
blast.
It's cool when you get to see people that really know what they're doing hunt areas that you hunt and
Yeah.
do well, and kind of get to see what's out there.
It's
But
just
yeah, they put the
crazy
hammer
to
down
think
on.
that they're getting that much action, because you hear stories all the time when it comes to cats where people running dogs, they don't see one for the, whether it's 5 days or 10 days that they're hunting. And
Yeah.
then, every other day, my sister's sending me some video of her with a cat in a tree and the dogs
Yeah.
all under it. It's kind
She's in Idaho?
of, Montana.
Oh.
Yeah. Out of,
By Ovando.
yeah, just north.
Yeah, there's quite a few cats in that area.
Yeah.
I've heard. I haven't seen them, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Up there
I
by
mean-
Sealy Lake.
yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, we're just west of Great Falls, if you know where that's at.
I know where that's at. There's a 1991 Ford Explorer sitting in a storage shed out there for
Oddly specific.
whenever we fly up there, because my family owns property north of Dillon and a bunch of property out on the east side, and then Chinook, Montana is
Mhm.
where my whole family's from. So little town
Yep.
of 800 people.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about perfect.
Yeah, it's nice. It's the town's like a pencil, like one street in, one side on each side.
Yeah.
You drive past it and you're like, oh, what's that over there? And then you drive, but you would never know that the town even existed.
Yeah. It's it's cool being out there, just getting to see what hunting can be in some of those areas. It's cool to see. But
I'm really
at least from
hoping-
Washington.
I'm really hoping to get up there in the next couple of years because I want to go up to one of the properties up there. I'm trying to remember the name. It's not Dillon, but crap, I can't remember the name. It's Northwest Montana. We have a bunch of property out there, and my brother was on it a couple years ago because we took some family members up there to rest, and he was like, dude, I saw so many deer. Like,
Yeah.
I saw so many.
It's I mean, just driving around, it's cool. Like, we were driving there in like March one time, and we saw like probably 800 elk
Jesus.
in 2 different bunches. They were just running around out in the middle of a field out there
Yeah.
by the Paws Up Ranch. There's so many elk out there. Like, nobody gets to hunt it at all. It's just the stuff you could pull off that if you got to hunt it would be incredible.
Yeah, my brother said he even has some he goes, oh, you're gonna have to come up, put in for my unit because I got property and whatnot. I got some handicap hunting for you. And I was like,
Yeah.
look, man, when it comes to hunting, I'll work as hard as I can to get after it. So, but he's a different type of animal. He's 6'5" like I am, but I don't know, 160 pounds, something like that. Like just a twig that runs up and down the mountains. So
Yeah.
Before I forget on the whole glass thing, 2 things. Have you ever looked through the twin STCs?
Ooh.
No, I haven't.
No? Have you heard anything? Because what little I've heard is that is the jam. It's a big ticket, expensive and everything, but
Where they have the bracket where you can put 2 of them together. Yeah, no, I've heard really good things about it. Yeah, I mean, I'd be curious to see like how much better it is than like a
BTX?
65 millimeter BTX.
Yeah.
Well,
same.
It would definitely be lighter, but one thing,
And you'd have the magnification range.
Yeah.
the one thing I'm really excited about is they came out with a stabilized spotter
Thank
scope,
you. That's what I was gonna get into.
which means they're gonna come out with a stabilized set of NLPers at some point. I will be the first to buy those. I guarantee you, I will be.
I was gonna say, yeah, I know you're not that excited about a stabilized spotter because like I couldn't give a shit about that. But the fact that they're messing around with stabilization, you're right. They're gonna put it in glass at some point. Binos, I mean, that'll be huge.
I mean, they got to be working on it.
Have to be.
They just had to compete with everybody thought the stabilized spotter from SIG was cool, but
I don't
love
get
to
the
put them
stabilized
side by
spotter
side.
thing. I can't imagine not putting a spotter on a fucking tripod, and at that point, it's already stable. I mean, but I'm
like
not Captain Jack Sparrow trying to.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure it would have its uses. I mean, one thing that would be nice, like the thing about it that would be nice is even still putting it on a tripod. But like in Montana, when it's blowing 50,
that would be
like,
cool.
I don't want to have a 10-pound sandbag that I'd put on the bottom of my spotter so it doesn't buzz.
Yeah.
Like
that makes sense.
That would be like the main uses for that, probably for me. But I mean, even like
that's practical. Well, you see all these other people going, "Oh, look at it! I can hold it with my hands." I'm like, "Why would you do that? You have a tripod. I know you do."
Yeah.
Speaking of, what tripod do you run?
I have the Tricer one.
80?
I couldn't even tell you. It's the standing one.
Okay, yeah, the 80.
I bought it like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty stout little bastard. I like that a lot.
Yeah, no, I like it. I don't know. I would like to get like the seated one where it's like short. Because it's like you gotta finagle that one between your legs if you're sitting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then again, half the time I'm standing, half the time I'm sitting.
Yeah, so, it is nice to stand. The slick that I'm running right now, you can stand up, and I didn't think I'd do that as much as I do, but it does come in handy at times, especially when I'm just in the yard or something like that, or at the range or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I've liked it. I was looking like the AZX and stuff like that. I'd be curious to try those.
The new Tricer has that same center post. It's like a triangle, kind of like the AZX is built, and they bundle up a lot tighter now, so it's kind of like the same thing as the AZX. It looks like.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I've liked it. I need to get a different head for that 95, especially for the BTX.
Yeah,
it's stout. Because I have the lightweight head. Because when I got it, I just had the ATC. That's plenty for that one, but I feel like I'm starting to wear that little head out.
That's a lot of
But
leverage.
it's kind of tough to buy one because I could get another tripod for the price of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to spend like $469 on a head when I could spend like
Yeah.
$400 on another tripod.
Do you
I'd
see
rather
that
have
head
another
they got
tripod.
now that you can twist it and it pans for you?
Yeah,
That's pretty slick. I'm
it'd
wondering
be
if I'd like
cool.
that or not.
I don't know how much I would use it if I just have a fluid head,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm sure it'd be nice if I had one. I would use it. But
Yeah.
am I gonna buy
Spendy, though.
one? Yeah, am I gonna buy one? No.
Maybe after Vegas.
Maybe
Once
after
you've got all
No,
the-
I can find something
You've got
else
all
to
the
buy.
Swarovski shit you could possibly ask for.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty squared away on that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's nice because I can justify it because I do use it. I mean,
Yeah, hell yeah.
a lot. So
Hell
that
yeah.
stuff's nice. I mean, even in Washington, like when people think Washington, they think little glass in the brush, but you get up high. I mean, I'll look at some back basins. They're like 4 miles away
Oh, dude,
that
I
you
was
can't see from anywhere. But if you're like, you can't even see into it when you're standing in it. Like the only really way to glass that basin is I drive all the way up on a super high peak and then glass like 3.5, 4 miles across to where you can barely even see a deer in it. But that's why you need the big glass for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I mean, I don't know, seeing deer in Washington is if you are seeing deer, you're doing really, really well.
I was on a gondola taking a trip into the top of a ski resort to go look at overlook Rainier. And dude, we were watching, and we were like not above tree line, but we were like playing with it, right? We were kind of up there. Dude, it was so cool. Like these little pockets of I don't know what the hell they were, pine trees or whatever, but there's mule deer just everywhere feeding. And dude, I sat and glassed for a while. We started looking at mountain goats and shit. I had a lot of fun up there. That was actually a much cooler climate than I thought it was going to be, especially that above tree line type of shit.
I'm gonna send you a picture of one of the. You can see the thing that I go back and glass into in this picture. I'll send it to you real quick.
Got me.
If you look way out, right below Rainier, there's a little rocky peak, and to the right of that, there's a little basin back in there that holds a handful of deer here and there.
Is that something you can hunt with, or do you have to draw that?
Oh no, you can hunt it. You ain't gonna kill a deer up there, but you can hunt it. But yeah, but like that's my view of one of my favorite places I go in Rainier. I sent it to you on Snapchat.
Okay. Copy.
Oh, look at that. Like we went up there in October just to go hang out, just see where the snow was, because that was first snow of the year.
I'll have to send this to you at some point, John.
Yeah, let me know. So
yeah,
I have a couple.
It's incredible up there.
I have a couple listener questions that I figure we'll just blow through these real fast. So first and foremost, is the Croc sponsorship finalized, or is that still in the works?
I would love a Croc sponsorship. I will never have one unless
dude.
maybe I win the Olympics in Crocs or something, but that'll be frowned upon.
You should approach him, man.
Yeah.
I used to tag him in my posts when I would do cool stuff. I never got
Nothing?
anything. No, I never even got a liked story or anything like that.
No way.
I don't know. I just quit.
You know how many people wear Crocs now to shoot their bow because Bodie
We need to find
Crocs?
another Croc. We need to find a knockoff Croc that will listen.
Sick of Gear makes Crocs now. They're just ugly.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah. No, I was like, they teased a picture. I'm like, oh, they're going to make cool Crocs. And then they sucked. I was like, I'm sure they're comfortable, but they're so ugly.
That's
Get
funny.
some Kuyu Crocs then.
No, got to go with the Sick of Gear stuff.
Oh, okay. Let's get off this topic.
Unbiased.
Same.
So a legitimate question.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I know. It's a fun one for sure, especially it being Bodie. So, do you prefer an aluminum or a heavy metal release?
I prefer a heavy metal.
Okay.
Just feels a little more solid on the back wall for me. It's a little more, I don't want to say stable.
Yeah.
It's just more comfortable for me.
You mean like a weighted wristband stable kind of thing?
No, not that stable. I don't need that much stability.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I always like the brass one. Just I don't know. Seems like the aluminum ones are kind of always what come out first for stuff that I'm shooting.
Yeah.
I feel like 9 times out of 10, if you handed somebody one or the other, they'd probably be like, I would take this one if you're giving it to me, and they'd always probably choose the heavier one.
Pretty much, yeah. Just more of a comfort thing for people most of the time.
Yeah.
I definitely like the heavier ones myself. What I've noticed with the aluminum ones, when the shot breaks, it feels hollow. I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't know how else to describe it.
I almost like that feeling though of it.
Like kind of like when you take that feedback that you get when you take the string stop out, like that
I
hollow.
was just going to say, you're looking for feedback in your release now, you nitpicking son of a bitch.
Oh man. But
gosh,
you
here we go.
you do prefer the heavy metal. That's
Yeah.
I think you won Vegas with an aluminum though, right? The shoot off.
Yeah, I just didn't have a heavy metal version of it.
Do you prefer the
it's
shoot
tough
off?
to find those on eBay.
I know. They go fast. And if
Well, they didn't when I first started
No,
buying them. I
they
got 6 of them.
Yeah.
they do now.
Yeah. You feel a victim to your own problem, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell them
Yeah.
here pretty quick. Just make bank off of them.
This
You
one
would.
won Vegas. I bet you.
Yeah, this one right here won Vegas.
I bet
Yeah.
you can get a pretty penny
Loctite
for
all
that
the
one.
screws, so you're like, this is the setting. This is the setting you need right
Yeah,
here.
I do that on every one. Make like 6 this one won Vegas ones
Yeah.
and post them on different things.
You need exactly 2 Allen flats off of,
Yeah.
Off of
Exactly.
Max.
0.8 ounce trigger.
Yeah.
Do you like the swept back handle more of the shoot off versus the SX3? Because I'm sure you've shot both and fiddled with both.
I would like one in between the two.
In between the two?
I like the 3-finger shoot off. With it swept, but the 4th is a little much for me when it's swept back.
It's almost like they should make one that articulates, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that
Yeah.
wasn't the cool technology back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Whenever the
time-
shoot off came out, I was probably in diapers. Who knows?
Yeah. Time for a resurgence.
Yeah.
Now, I know we definitely slightly hit this one, but looking at poundage for field or indoor or 3D, is there anything that you are looking for specifically in poundage, or how are you finding that? What are you doing to determine your poundage?
Like holding weight or like overall poundage?
Based upon the question and the individual, I'm thinking poundage, not holding
Okay.
weight.
Not really. I mean, I've just found that when I run the higher poundages, it shoots a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
That could be because I have a short draw length and I can't get speed out of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just getting closer to that. I don't know. I feel like 275 to 280 is like pretty good spot to be for outdoors. I struggle to get to that with the arrow builds that I want. Like my ideal setup, I would love to run a 415 grain X10. Like that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But if I did that, it would be going 255, 260 feet per second.
What's your draw length?
28.
Oh, it's
But
not that
like
bad.
on like my title mod is a 27. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could just be for me is that more poundage gets me closer to that speed that may shoot a little bit better. But then again, I mean, I won field nationals with a 55-pound bow as well. That's just what I had at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have 60-pound limps for it, and I threw 55s on it. But that shot better than it at 53 pounds. So, I mean, I haven't done that kind of testing in a long time. I used to, but every time, like I'd shot a bow at like 55, 53, and 50, and the hold was good at 53 and 50, but the group size was astronomically better at 55, like for sure. So for me, I always try and go on the upper end of the poundage that I'm allowed for that discipline. and just kind of go from there with it. But for me, I always end up on the higher poundage side. Like for ASA, I think I'm probably going to run a 70-pound arc.
No kidding.
Arc 34. I've been shooting mine. I shot it this weekend for 3D, just kind of for fun. I shot it really, really good. Yeah, it's kind of a good little confidence builder to where I think I can actually get that bow to where it'll be competitive for ASA when that time comes.
I'll be damned.
What
yeah.
is there anything unconventional that you do in terms of
Crocs.
tuning?
In
Oh.
tuning, no.
Pretty s-
Peep alignment, yeah. People hate how I align my peep.
Oh,
But
let's hear it.
I mean, I was running like this weekend. I was
It can't be
running
worse than how Matt Stutzman does it.
well, we're built a little differently. But yeah, I mean,
took
like
me a
this
minute to
weekend,
get that, but
yeah, we
oh, you're gonna get us canceled.
yeah, as long as you don't get me canceled, we're good. Yeah, we I don't know, not really for tuning. There's not really anything. I mean, a tail left tear always groups well.
Really?
If you, yeah, I've shot some like a couple years ago at the Oregon Safari. I went like 3 for 4 on the money ring and shoot offs. At 103, and that
Mhm.
arrow was trying to do a sideways cartwheel going down
kidding.
there, but it just shot well. I mean, I've shot some really, really good, like the best grouping setups I've ever had did not fly very great.
Did you bother with bear shaft at all?
I don't. I will to check. Like, I'll get a bow shooting really good, and then I'll shoot a bear shaft, take a picture of where it hits.
Mhm.
Because if something changes on the bow and you shoot a bear shaft, it'll show you if something changed.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
So
heard that.
I'll do that, but I don't really do a lot of bear shaft tuning.
Okay.
If I like really, really, really want to put some time into an arrow and get that shooting well, I will bear shaft like a dozen arrows and get them shooting.
Gotcha.
Like I'll just turn the nocks that way I know they're all correct,
Mhm.
and I'll do that at like 40 yards. And I mean, I'll have them like all in a field X, like a field target X at 40, and then throw vanes on them, and they'll shoot better, of course. But I'm not huge on bear shaft tuning just because it's never going to be the same once you actually throw vanes on it.
Sure.
I think there's a time and a place for it. Just I haven't messed with it. I probably should do more of like before I build them, like build them, cut them, put points in them, and then shoot them, and then fletch them. But I'd never do that.
I'd say you're probably all right.
Yeah, I mean it's all right, but like when I look back, like some of the best setups I've had, I've done that.
Oh,
But I've also done the same thing with other setups that weren't. So especially with the Easton stuff, it's so consistent, especially the X10 lines,
Mhm.
Mhm.
that it doesn't matter a lot. Like with other arrow brands, maybe, but I don't know. When I've shot other stuff, I haven't really had that problem either.
Yeah, you probably have to
Gotcha.
do that with like something like an ultra arrow or something.
Dude, you
I
shut
don't know.
up.
I'm
Throwing
just
shade,
teasing.
motherfucker.
I'm just teasing. We already hit on the inside out stuff. In practice,
We
yeah,
got a lot of that.
yeah, which is good. I really like that conversation. In practice, are you always scoring, or are you just shooting to get reps in and
It depends. Like I would say there's two kinds of practice for me. There's practice to where I'm really just working on a bow, and then there's practice to keep a bow where it is, which is more or less keeping me where I am.
Mhm.
Like I'll put quite a bit of time into getting a bow to shoot, and then after that I try not to shoot it a lot, because if I shoot it a lot, I'm going to change it, and I'm not going to get it back to where it was when it was shooting really
Oh,
good.
that's good. That's a hot tip right there. Get it good and
I
leave
don't
it
know.
alone.
I would say I score more when I'm checking stuff, like checking to make sure the equipment's good and things
Mhm.
like that to really track it. But after that, it's just kind of habit now to score. But it's not necessarily needed. I don't really like pay a lot of attention to it. Like I can tell you what my rounds were when I was setting up a bow, but after it's set up, if I'm really confident it's perfect, I don't pay a lot of attention to it.
Yeah,
I'm more or less just trying to keep myself in shooting shape.
sure.
Do you still shoot for bright strings?
No, I shoot match stuff. I have to shoot match strings for the
Okay.
Oh,
which I don't know. Honestly, I've liked those. I haven't had any problems with them at all. I've shot them well. I haven't had any problems with them at all. I've liked them a lot.
you said heavy metal earlier. If you had to choose a walkout song, let's say they start doing walkout songs at Vegas, what are you going with?
Oh, I used to have one. I can't even remember what it was. It was a very certain part of a certain song. I can't even think of one right now. I used to have a list to be like, this one would be cool, this one would be cool, and this one would be
Yep.
cool.
Hell
I
yeah.
can't even tell you what one of those was.
God dang it. Well, when you do, think of it and text it to me, and we'll use it when we post this. Well,
Okay, all
that'll
right.
be a
I'll
teaser for
I'll
everybody.
think of one.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah.
For in practice, so the question's phrased kind of two-part here. For me, my practice is visual. I'm training my body to get the sight picture as still as possible. My focus is visual. I wonder how you practice, or I wonder what your practice is like. What are you working on specifically, other than getting the bow set up when you're just shooting in practice?
Yeah, I mean, like there's building a bow to practice well and there's building a bow to compete well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that can be two completely different things. Because a practice round is not gonna be the same as the first ends of Vegas ever. For me, I've done it enough to where now I know what my body does at Vegas and I can come close to simulating it. With pin movement and things like that. I know what it's going to be. I know what it's going to do. I know what my time frame has to be on my shots. But it's going to be a lot different between practice. So, I mean, a lot of times in practice when I'm really trying to dial a setup in is I'll try and simulate those nerves and that aiming pattern and figure out what those are going to do while I'm practicing and shooting with it. So that way I'm confident that the bow is going to do well under pressure because that's not going to be the same as when I'm shooting in practice for fun.
Mm-hmm. What about a backup bow? Do you ever bring a backup bow?
I mean, I've brought another bow before. Like I've had different bows because I didn't know what I was going to shoot at the tournament. I've done that before, but
nothing set up ready to roll on hot standby.
no, I always end up putting so much time into one bow. I almost don't have time to put.
No, I get that.
But like for Vegas this year, I think I'm gonna bring two bows probably. Just keeping a bow bag with two bows under 50 pounds can be tough. So a lot of time I just don't worry about it. I mean, there's so many, like, if anything, what I would do is throw in another set of mods.
Mm-hmm.
Then if I needed to, I can be like, hey, I need your bow. I have mods. You can have your mods and we'll swap. But yeah, I mean, a backup bow would be a good thing. But I mean, I don't really want to carry two bows around everywhere. And
Sure.
if your bow breaks at Vegas, I mean, are you really going to get your hotel room and all the way back and set up that bow and get back to the line in the time you're given? Probably not.
No.
I mean, your best bet's going to be getting maybe like your practice end if you get one with somebody else's bow and just trying to make it work for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like this year for the shoot off, I wouldn't mind having two bows just because I don't know what it's going to be.
Would you run something totally like a fat bow and a skinny bow?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, okay.
Especially after Rushmore, I realized that skinnies shoot really good at 20 yards beginning.
Hell
I forgot that. But like, say if I wanted a 25 bow, or typically I don't know, the smaller arrow you get, the better it's gonna shoot for me. So I don't know. People always put a bunch of time into 23s. I've never had a problem getting a 23 to shoot. I grab the same 23 build that I built 3 years ago, and I've shot not very much with them, but I've competed well with them. So, I mean, I always shoot them before and make sure it's fine. My bow this year's faster than than the setup I built those for. So typically I'll probably put a little bit heavier point in it this year, but if I put a 225 grain point in it, I guarantee it's going to shoot great. 27s, I put months of work into, it seems.
I'm not putting enough into my arrow builds. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's so dependent on the person and the bow speed and how it reacts. That, I mean, you've got to kind of find one that works for your shot style. Because what works for me might not work for somebody else, and what works for them won't work for me.
Yeah.
It's so dependent on the person, and people always asking, like, oh, what's your build? I'm like, you got a 4-inch longer draw length than I do.
Yeah,
Our
what are
arrow
we
build
talking
ain't
about?
going to be the same. But, yeah.
What about for outdoor this year? You gonna do the 3.2s or you gonna do
Yeah.
pro tours?
Yeah. I'm excited about the 3.2s. It's I'm curious to see what it's gonna do. I want to go a little bit stiffer this year on the arrow build. Just talking to people, I've shot the super weak stuff, and I think I'm almost going too weak for what. Like, if I have a day to build a bow, I'm gonna shoot a weak arrow. Like, I guarantee you I'm gonna shoot a weak arrow because it's gonna get to this point way faster, but it can't be harder to get to this point.
Yeah.
I want to put some more time into a stiffer arrow this year. Like 410s to 450s are kind of my go-to. I love 450s out of a 65-pound bow.
Damn.
I mean, like, I'll shoot a go-to for me is a 470 Pro Tour with 140 in the front. That's super weak out of a 65-pound bow.
Yeah.
It's super weak. It doesn't fly amazing. I mean, I'll get it to where it flies pretty good, but running that weak, it's gonna flex like crazy. But this year I want to put some more time into really actually shooting a little bit stiffer arrow and seeing what it can do. Because I built a setup last year. I just threw a Title 36 together, and that was the best grouping bow I shot the entire year. And I just forgot about it and didn't even think about it till this indoor season. I'm like, wow, I really should have put more time into that. I mean, I had it shooting. I put like 14 arrows in a birdie dot at 50 meters. I was like, oh, yeah, this thing shoots amazing. It was super forgiving and just grouped stupidly well.
I would have wrote that all down.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to try and simulate that build in a 3.2 this year and just see what I can do with it. Because I've done that. Like a weak arrow for me is like shooting a stiff arrow is like shooting a heavy arrow indoors for me. To where if I break a perfect shot, it's going to hit there, but it's not very forgiving. And shooting a super weak arrow is like shooting a super light arrow indoors. It's going to be forgiving, and you'll get it to this point, but it's going to be tough to get past it. So kind of find that happy medium. Like last year, I was running a 410 X10 cut super short with 120 in the front. My 50-meter setup that I shot really good in practice, just I got bored and just put some time into it. And I was going to Utah, so thought I'd set one up. I had a 420 Pro Tour. Like 420s and 410s are kind of always my go-to. Like that's where I end up. If you actually spine it out, it's probably gonna be a little bit weak, but I'm typically gonna lean on the weak side. And that was 130 grain point grouped really, really good last year. And that's what I ran for Reading. I think I shot pretty good, but I think that there's one or two that didn't hit where I wanted it to, and I didn't break the shot there. So I almost wonder if it was a little bit on the weak side where it got maybe a little bit flighty. So I don't know. I really want to put some time into it this year and really work on like perfectly tuning a stiffer arrow and seeing what I can get it to do for forgiveness. Because I know it'll group. I just want to see what it'll do on the forgiveness side.
Yeah.
Be
It'd be interesting with that new arrow this year, what everybody comes up with.
I think it's going to be really, really good. I'm very excited about that arrow.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to start playing with them. I I know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyways. I'm getting into elk hunting. Should I shoot a 2.0 or a 2.3 beast broadhead?
I mean, that depends on the person. Um, I mean, it depends on your setup, really. I mean,
In which way?
just energy. Um, like I'm not running a crazy high energy bow, but I am for me. Like it's a 440 grain arrow doing 300 feet per second. That's really good for me.
Yeah.
Um, and I have a lot of confidence in it with shooting through like ball joints and stuff in shoulders. Like I've seen it do incredible things. Shot up that cow back to front.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it do really good, and I now have trust in it. But I mean, you can't go wrong with the 2.0.
Yeah.
But especially on elk, big holes, it can be nice. I mean, I'm doing it at a 28-inch draw length, but I was running 80 pounds.
Mm.
So
Oh, Jesus.
yeah, I mean, it's going to fully depend on the setup of it. But if you are confident in your energy and your speed, then that 2.3 is pretty tough to beat for it. And I mean, the thing about it is going through bone and things like that, it folds down to the same size as a 2.0. So, I mean, you're not really losing much energy from a 2.0 to a 2.3. I don't think. I haven't scientifically tested this, but from a 2.0 to a 2.3, you're only going through so much to get to the shoulder. I don't know that you would really
Yeah, it's
lose
probably
much
negligible.
energy before you get to bone. And I mean, if you stop on the far side shoulder, I don't need to get to a far side shoulder because if I hit a far side shoulder, it's dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Wh-
I don't know.
When I was offline, did you guys get into your arrow build at all? Like specifically for hunting?
For hunting, no, we haven't done that.
Well, tell us about your arrow build for hunting.
Yeah, so I was running a Axe long range with 4 Air Razor 23s, Biter Knox, and then the Josh Jones outsert, the 60 grain outsert, or half out, and I loved those. I shot those into steel twice a couple days ago at that shoot off.
No kidding.
Unfortunately, the arrows are fine, like 75-pound arc with a 437 grain arrow. At
Really?
60 yards, like there's still plenty of energy, but the arrow's perfectly fine.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was kind of nice. So I didn't blow up any arrows. Everybody else in the mess blew up their arrows, but
Sure.
mine were all fine.
So you like the outsert system? Have you played with the Deep Six hidden insert system at all?
I haven't. I love the 4mm stuff so much. It's kind of tough to beat for me I mean, I'm confident at those further distances on animals. So I don't want to have to worry about wind as much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like shooting a bigger caliber in the wind for big game stuff. It's just, I don't want to have to worry about wind as much. And that smaller 4 mil versus a 5 mil, it matters, especially when like for me, I want to be over 290 to 95 feet per second. Once I get over 95, I'm happy with it. I mean, I would love to run a 500 grain or 300 feet per second. Like I don't really need over 300 feet per second. But I'm going to run as heavy of an arrow as I can to keep it over 295. It's not really a magic number. It's just one that I've found works, and that speed gets me good accuracy at distance. Very, very good accuracy at distance.
That's ripping.
So yeah, I mean, I don't fear shoulders really at all with it. I mean, give me a deer at a certain distance out past that distance, I would definitely worry about shoulders, and never gonna aim at a shoulder. But if I did hit one, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I'm very confident that I'll go through it. I'm yet to have one stop. An elk shoulder, of course, I'm always gonna aim off the shoulder on that. But I mean, I don't know. It's done really, really well for me. Like I very much believe I'd probably get through a cow elk shoulder with it with a 2.3 if I'm within probably 60 yards.
Jesus.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good to know. So that
Yeah.
kind of leads
Yeah.
me into my other one. If someone made an outsert for the X10 3.2, would you use it for hunting?
Yep. No question about it. In a heartbeat.
Kind of figured.
Yeah.
Kind of figured.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be an expensive hunting arrow, but
Oh yeah.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really break many hunting arrows, and when I do, it's normally on an animal or
Yeah.
I missed a target I shouldn't have. So I don't know. Like I'm a little bit different case on it, but I would love to see it just
Is that
purely
being
off
talked
of.
about at all, or is that just hypothetical?
I haven't heard anything about it.
Where'd that come from, John?
Close friend of ours. The one
Yeah.
person who would be up right now texting me a pile of questions.
Oh, you can tell. You can tell us who it is.
Spoolstra.
Oh.
He's
Yeah.
like, because
No,
I would. I'd run a 3.2.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would love to do it. But I mean that 4.0, I mean, my thing is I want a quiet arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so much. Everybody's always they want the heavy arrow, but like for me, I want it as quiet as I can get it.
Yeah.
And I've shot broadheads in the past that like that 190 buck that I missed that jumped my string. If I would have shot that with the arrow I'm shooting right now, it would be dead. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
I was just running a loud arrow and I had to because of the broadhead that I was shooting.
What was it?
I don't want to call people out on their
Oh.
broadhead stuff, but
That's fine.
yeah, I mean, I liked the broadhead. I had killed an antelope with it. It killed stuff well. But I had built the same exact arrow setup with a hybrid 23, not the Air Razor 23 because it wasn't out yet. But I shot it and I'm like, this thing shoots absolutely insanely well. I was shooting groups with it at 140, which I'm not going to shoot an animal that far so people don't freak out.
Yeah.
But I just like to test stuff out at distance.
Sure.
Just because if it's good at 140, it'll be good at 100.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was pounding with it. Shot incredible. It cut wind amazing. And I screwed a practice head on and it was not, I can say it was not a beast. It was a beast. I could shoot that thing with a bear shaft probably and be fine. But, and I shot it and all of a sudden I couldn't even hit the 3D target I was shooting at 120 yards. Yeah, I mean, I literally went from shooting 120-yard groups like yay to like 3-foot groups probably.
Jesus.
And they were sporadic. And yeah, I couldn't get it, so I just put a bigger vane on it and it shot well. It shot the broadhead well, but I gained so much noise off of it that when I shot at that mule deer, I mean, they don't get 190 by being small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really, really big buck, and I shot at him and he just bounced off the ground and I shot right over his back.
God dang it.
Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely a shot I was very confident in. And I'm also very confident that if I would have shot at him with the setup I'm shooting right now, he would be dead for sure.
Yeah.
But
those air razors are much quieter. I for some reason I was.
It's not necessarily the air razors are really quiet, but it's more or less the size of vane that I went to. I went from the 26, the hybrid 26 to a hybrid 23. And
4
instantly,
of them, you said?
Huh?
4 of them, you said?
Yeah, so I do 4 hybrid 23s now is what I've been running. I'm interested in possibly trying like a Flex Fletch 250, or even a 225.
Yeah, 225.
I'm curious about trying that because I'm confident it'll steer the beast and I'll have a lot of.
Yeah, I don't think it'll take much.
No, and I mean I'll have a lot of shots to make sure it does, but 4 air razors on that 440 grain arrow cuts wind like crazy when it's tuned perfectly. It's incredible how well it was cutting wind before. Like there was a deer I shot at and he was up against a fence post And I was like, okay, it's blowing a couple mile an hour right to left, and I'm just gonna put my pin right on the edge of the fence post, and it'll drift into him perfectly. And the pin was, and I was aiming good. I was like, oh, perfect, and I broke a perfect shot on him. And I just watched the arrow. I'm like, oh, that's gonna hit the fence post, and it hit exactly behind the pin on the fence post. And yeah, it was just, I was mind blown with how little the arrow drifted, and I got to shoot it more in the wind in Montana a lot, and it does incredibly well for me with that. But I've done a bunch of testing with it to see on sound and things like that. Had somebody down by the target and shot with it, and it's crazy to get to hear the difference and have somebody really test it. But
Sure.
it's arrow noise is huge for me now. Because if they don't know it's coming, or at least they hear it another 15 yards closer to them, that's ain't much time, but it can change the difference between getting to kill the animal and not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
man, I couldn't imagine losing a 190 buck like that.
Oh, it killed me. It still haunts me to this day. I'm so salty about it. I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll find another one, but it was just a cruel deer.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man, I feel like I could go on and on asking just random silly questions the whole night. But
Tell Taylor to go to bed.
yeah, I will. Well, we don't need to take any more of your time. We'll definitely have you back on after your third Vegas win here in a couple months.
I'll do my best.
Otherwise, shout out to your new program coming out. Definitely looking forward to hearing about it some more.
I'm excited to add on to it too. It's just a one-time purchase for it, so if I add on, it won't be any more extra charge.
Cool.
Okay.
And there will for sure be more modules added to it in the future, and there will also be updated modules of what is already on there.
Awesome.
So how do you get to that program? Is that through Shot IQ?
It's on the Shot IQ website.
Okay.
I think it's Bodie's Indoor Archery Secrets.
Gotcha.
And it's just everything that I've figured out and tested and everything, how I break down rounds. All of my indoor knowledge is now in one class that people can buy.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Just in time for Vegas.
Yeah,
Just
right?
in time for Vegas.
Right on, man.
Awesome, man. Well, is there anything else you want to add before we leave?
I don't think so. I think we got it pretty good covered. We'll have to do it again for sure.
Absolutely, man.
Appreciate it, man. Glad we made this work out finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. And we look forward to talking to you again in the future.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.